And we are live. What's going on, everybody? AB Media 83 here, and welcome to the Coliseum. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I know I did. So, as you should know by now, the link's in the chat, and the link is also pinned to the top of the chat. So, if anybody wants to come up, you can do so now. As far as news goes, Biden still sucks. In fact, now he's losing young people's support. In fact, even Trump is beating him in young people's support. Go figure. But you know, the butthurt blue, no matter who's, are going to come out and say, but, Trump, you're misinformed. But you know, let him cry, let him be butthurt and blue, no matter who. It is what it is. But yeah, had a good Thanksgiving. Had turkey, greens, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes. Excuse my southern accent, but my family is from Alabama. But yeah, I had a fun time doing Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a hope oh y'all had a good Thanksgiving too. Getting some stuff set up here. There we go. Yeah. No, let's give me 1 second here. I'm trying to set something up. Here it is. Here it is. As I said, I had a good Thanksgiving. I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, hog, dog, chicken, turkeys, rats, you name it. What's going on, Andre? I
It's
got
good,
beans,
AB.
potatoes, lamb, rams, hog, dog, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rats, you name it. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hog, dog, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hog. We'll play that later. Do they celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada?
Yeah, our Thanksgiving was like last month, back in October.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Nice. So you guys celebrate in October, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, they have a ceasefire over in Israel, the Gaza Strip right now.
Yeah, I've seen that.
We'll see how long it lasts. It's kind of a dire situation over there.
Pretty sure
Give me a
they're not
second.
doing it because they want to. It's kind of all the shit that they've been doing is kind of forcing their hand.
Yeah, yeah, it's not a good look for Israel or the United States. But yeah, we had Thanksgiving on Thursday. It was decent.
Is that the first Thanksgiving you had to spend alone, or
Eh, not necessarily.
I feel you on that because like I don't have a lot of family where I'm at now because I moved,
Mhm. Okay.
but I do get invited to like like holiday events and etc. etc. But I typically
It
don't
wasn't too.
go
It
because
wasn't
I
too
don't.
bad.
Go ahead.
Give me a It wasn't too bad. I called some of my family members. It wasn't, it wasn't, totally family. It's Thanksgiving. Like I called my nephew and my sister. They got their own families.
Yeah, I was saying I feel you on that because like I get invited a lot to come to like like Christmas fucking parties, Thanksgiving, shit like that. But I typically don't go because like I don't fuck with everybody in my family, so I don't want to be
Yeah,
around people I don't fuck.
yeah, that's definitely part of it. But, it is what it is. I ain't gonna say no names, but it is what it is. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the Cash App and support the show. But yeah, apparently P Diddy's is in even more trouble. More people came out, and they're going after Jamie Foxx and Eric Adams too, which is Me Too crack.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about Diddy at first. I was gonna say that's typically what happens. Like
Yeah,
once one person comes forward, floodgates are open, and everybody's out there making claims.
yeah. Now, now they got Jamie. Now allegedly some chicks came out about Jamie Foxx, and some chick came out about Eric Adams. But I usually pick on Democrats, but I kind of question the one on Eric Adams because well, at least the first one because this allegedly happened in 1993. I was like, wait, you wait 30 years, really?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that one, I ain't gonna defend that one. Now a couple others have come out on Eric Adams. I don't know the histories on the other two that came out, but that one that she you wait 30 years. You, yeah, something don't smell right. That's like them chicks that come on Cosby talking about they got assaulted back in the 60s.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I
oh, so
was.
you wait 50 years, really? And he a
That's why I
black
was.
man?
That's why
You
I
wa-
was
eh,
tripping
eh,
on what like Art said yesterday when he was saying that like 95 to like it was like 96 or 97% of like these uh these cases from decades back. Well, I don't think he specified like how long ago it was, but he was saying that like the majority of them basically ended up being civil cases, and I thought that was crazy.
yeah, really. You just want a bag, really. At that point, if you
Exactly.
if you sue and not pursuing criminal charges, you just want a bag. Crazy.
So that's what I was trying to say, because like if you're actually in a real scenario like that, I would have thought you would have wanted that person brought to justice instead of fucking trying to make money off of it.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. But that's what they're doing now. I guess it's because they're about to sunset this law that allows them to do that in New York City, and that's why all of them are coming out right now. Oh, what's up with the well, To answer your question, JBA, they are butthurt blue no matter who, and they don't like what I put out. I'll give you give me a second, I'll give you an example. They don't like I put out this little number. We are not. Oops, wrong. Let's see. Where is it at? Oh, here it is. They don't like I put out stuff like this. Hey, I got a PSA to the what we call him, the Democratic clown here, Roland Sambo Martin. Go on and call me stupid. Go on and call me whatever you're gonna call me, because I'm not giving my vote to Joe Biden. Don't like it? You can always go kick rocks. My ancestors didn't die for you to butt dance for Hillary Clinton. My ancestors didn't die for you to butt dance for Joe Biden. And as I said, you don't like it, Roland? You can always go kick rocks. One more thing. Joe Biden doesn't define my blackness. Maybe he defines yours, Roland. So they're butthurt about that. According to Mike V, I live in Indiana, so I don't have a right to talk about Democrats, which makes absolutely no sense. But you know, that's his argument.
Yeah, that's a pretty retarded argument.
Meanwhile, you got Biden doing stuff like this.
Hey Siri, send $1 billion to Ukraine.
I'm sorry you have insufficient funds in your account.
That can't be. I have unlimited American taxpayer money.
The American people are sick of your shit. Stop stealing all our money for your corrupt.
Also, it would be nice if you stopped funding a genocide in the Gaza Strip. I'm just saying. Something to think about. But yeah, that's why the Black Bank Trust is butthurt, because I'm putting out stuff like that. And stuff like let me see if I can find this. I'm sure they're gonna be butthurt about this one too. So Joe Biden is losing Donald Trump and RFK when it comes to young voters. Young voters are not feeling Joe Biden, and rightfully so. He's allowing a massacre in the Gaza Strip, and also he started back student debt payments, so that's not happening either. So my question is for the butthurt blues, no matter who. My question is very simple. What y'all gonna do about it? What y'all gonna do? Tell them? Oh, I can hear it now. They're misinformed. Here's what they're gonna do. What you gonna do? Tell them you're misinformed. Good luck with that. They also gonna say you don't understand the process. Pick a side.
Hey Siri, send one.
So that's the argument. Hey, what's going on, Aquatechie? So that's what they're butthurt about. Oh, that I talked to BGS. That's probably the other reason they're butthurt too. But you know, they'll get over it. 26 watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App, and support the show. I hope that answers your question. Oh man. So y'all celebrated last month, huh, Andre?
Yeah, we did. I also did it alone as well. I just ordered some food.
Yeah, that's always fun. But yeah, they're butthurt because you know, I don't kiss the Democrat Party's ass the way they do. The way I see it, at least. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't kiss the Republican Party's ass either. Do you see me defending all their bullshit?
Exactly.
Do you see me? I'll give you a better one because here's what some of the butthurt blues, no matter who's like to say. They haven't necessarily said this to me, but I've had others say this to me. Do you see me letting Trump define my blackness? Trump never said if you don't vote for him, he ain't black. But Joe Biden said that shit.
And none of them seem to have an issue with that either.
Yeah, that's why that's why they asked you, does Trump define your blackness? I'm like, no, but y'all let Joe Biden define yours. Hey, what's going on, Namer?
Chilling. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, there's a little background noise, but we can hear you okay.
Oh,
That's good, man.
so I'm in the kitchen. My bad. That was just the fan I was using. But anyway, wasn't sure if my shit was hearing okay because like I don't see the vibration because I'm on my Bluetooth on my tablet and such. But hey, gonna try to make it do what it do. So, what's this I hear about defining people's blackness?
Oh, so I'm not necessarily putting this on the brain trust or nothing, but some of the butthurt blues, no matter who's on TikTok. So I said, so y'all let Trump define your blackness? I was like, excuse me. I was like, okay, Trump's never said we didn't vote for him, you ain't black. But Joe Biden said that.
Exactly.
And Joe Biden is going around calling black men boys. Do you see me going around saying, are you Joe Biden's are you Joe Biden's boy to black men?
No. But more importantly, I gotta say this. If you remember when Charlemagne the God, who in his own right is a punk bitch in one way or another, unless we're not allowed to cuss. But
pretty much, yeah.
If you remember, Larry Elder checked him when he told him, "Hey, you're the one who had Joe Biden, say if you guys don't vote, you ain't black on your shit."
Yep.
Who the hell is anyone to define another person's? Who is anybody to define what is black and what isn't black about a black person? Y'all remember?
I never heard a politician do it till Joe Biden did it.
Shit. Y'all remember back in the day? Was it like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? There was that episode where Will and Carlton were trying to pledge for the same sorority, and the brother who was head of the sorority started, was showing a little added in for Carlton by calling him a sellout and shit.
Yeah, and Carlton was right. He was the real sellout.
Yeah. You want to see sellouts in this bitch, and the people who there's some. I mean, black. There's some. They don't let their race define who they are as a person. You're still a black man at the end of the day, but that doesn't mean you got to be exposed to this, that, and the third. That's why we're multifaceted. If you're into opera, that doesn't make you less black. If you listen to country, that doesn't make you less black. I mean, you had a black dude who was a legend in country music, Charlie Pride.
Right.
If you would listen to rock music, and especially you had groups like Living Color with Cult of Personality, does that make you less black? Did that make people question your blackness? Motherfucker, it was brothers like Jimi Hendrix, Chuck Berry, Little Richard who made rock and roll what it was. And that comes from the blues. Who the fuck is anybody to define who's black and who's not black?
Oh, by the way, we had our hand in country music too. Oops.
Excuse me?
We had our hand in country music too. Oops.
Like I said, country. Can I tell you a story? I got a story about country music.
Go ahead.
This small town where I lived in, they mostly listen to country music, right?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Thanks to my father, I was exposed to a lot of. A lot of it. Now, where I'm from, we remember country music from the '80s. I did when I was exposed to country music, right? But I went to this one bar, this local watering hole they have. I wanted to start some shit in there. I was going to ask if they didn't have any Charlie Pride. I just act a fool up in there. Now, one of the owners, who I got to know pretty well, real nice lady. I looked at her and said, "Y'all got any Charlie Pride?" She said, "No." Now this one was Gen X. She must have been born like the late '60s. I asked her if they had any Charlie Pride, right? I said, "You got?" Then she said, "No, you ain't got no Charlie Pride shit." And then before I could even say something, she just looked at me and said, "All we got is music from the 1980s onwards, from the 1990s onwards." I just looked her right in the eye. I leaned in close and looked her right in the eye, and I said, "You know the best country music was written in the 1970s and 80s, right?" She looked at me with a hint of sadness in her eyes and said, "Absolutely." Because if you want to see something that went commercial, it was country music, and then they started incorporating hip hop going commercial. I mean, you want to
Yeah,
talk about some of these?
I don't really keep up with country music like that, but I don't mind listening to it.
Yeah, I mean, you ever heard of a country song called "Honky Tonk Badunkadunk"?
No.
Because they started whoever, because they got that from a dirty South rap song about Badunkadunk.
Oh, really?
Y'all believe that? Really crazy as shit.
You there?
Hello? I'm here.
Okay. Okay.
Making sure, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, you got these trolls and shit. But
Well, normally they ain't gonna bother you if I'm not here, so.
yeah, it's what it is. I had a good Thanksgiving, man. Made turkey for once.
Okay, what'd you do to your turkey?
Baked it.
Okay, just put it in the oven?
Yeah. Took the pieces off. Sauteed it.
Okay.
Let it marinate for a day or two, and then put it in the
Okay.
oven.
All
Put
right.
onion on top of it, and it was delicious. Some dressing. Add some greens, macaroni and cheese, and mashed potatoes.
Okay, you did the whole southern thing, huh?
Yeah,
So it's just
cranberry
you?
sauce, of course.
Did anybody come by? It's just you.
I had somebody help me out with it, but it was pretty much just me.
Okay.
My apartment had their own little Thanksgiving dinner. Went to that, so it was pretty nice day.
Okay. All right. Had a good day.
And I still call my family members. Call my sister, my niece, and my nephew,
Okay.
and one of my cousins. Wish them happy Thanksgiving. They got their own families and stuff. I called the nephew that I told you that was married to the white lady.
Okay.
She's a sweetheart though. So
Well, normally they are. If they marry a black dude, normally they're pretty sweet. Yeah, they're very few. See very few wildcats that marry black dudes.
yeah. Somebody asked me earlier, "What's my deal with the black rain?" I was like, "Well, they're butthurt blue no matter who. What you want me to say? What you want me to say about it?"
Because they're mad because they're not right. Okay. And the thing is that the Democratic Party is on the back foot right now because of what's going on. And
Yeah.
the boy that they got in office is has issues. So I mean, the thing I don't mind people talking politics, but I don't mind what I don't like is people not being honest. Because the reason that we, even on the email ring, we split up is because they're talking to blue no matter who. And I said, about the election, I said, going to depend on what the economy is like in
Yeah.
2024. I said, well, the economy is blooming and this, that, and the third. I said, man, I
I'm like, you gonna
I
tell
don't
that
know what,
lie to people that are struggling?
I don't know what kind of economy you're looking at with all the homeless crises that we have and the inflation rate that was up. I said, what are you guys looking at? Well, inflation is stable and all right. Okay, and then they didn't want to come in and bully you. So, but the thing is, 6 months, 8 months later, you're wrong.
Speaking of which, you think they're gonna call this Friday instead of Black Friday? I'm just saying, based on what I've been hearing.
Oh, it's probably gonna be Gray Friday.
What you talking about? You make dumbass.
People
Don't
don't have
ever
any
bring my
money.
back on it.
People don't have any
And they
money.
really, I can see why they hate TikTok, because on TikTok they point out how they're actually not lowering those prices; they're actually trying to cheating on those prices in store.
Yeah, yeah. The supply chain's all screwed up, man. So, and the thing is, the prices have already been lowered as much as they can throughout the year. There really is no advantage of shopping, on Black Friday, because those prices you can find those throughout the year. So,
Right.
because stuff isn't moving, so Black Friday's not what it used to be. You know where we actually started Black Friday? Believe it or not,
Oh,
Where?
it was Fry's in Los Angeles. They used to have these big sales on the Friday after Thanksgiving, and people would be lined up around the block. And so it
Wow.
did so
Really?
well that everybody else adopted it.
Interesting.
Back in the mid '80s, that's when Fry started it.
yeah. That's interesting
Oh,
because
back when I was a toddler, huh? Okay.
So what?
So back when I was a toddler, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's when it started. Because when Fry's first opened up, man, that was one of the one of the people that used to shop there all the time. It was one of the first of its kind.
What were they selling back then, like cassette tapes and stuff?
No, no, no. There was electronics, computers, monitors. Mostly it
Okay.
was computer hardware and computer software, and then they expanded to appliances and stuff like that. But yeah, so the
what's the
big.
name of this outlet?
Excuse me.
What's the name of this outlet you mentioned? This
Oh,
electronics chain that's
the
what
store. Yeah,
Friday.
we went out of business, but because of the internet. But it was Fry's. Go
Fries.
back. Yeah,
I
look
was
at the
about to ask,
Fry's Black Friday.
didn't Fry go out of business,
It
unfortunately?
it did. Went out of business by 3 years ago, 3 4 years ago,
Oh,
because because of Amazon and the internet. And the thing is, it was too expensive to stock things, and it was
But been
just
a long
easier to
time
wait a
though.
couple days and have it shipped to you.
Right.
yeah, just Jack.
More one of those. They were like that hybrid between
You
Circuit
got to get
City
close to
and
the
Radio
mic.
Shack.
You sound like you're in the bathroom, man. What are you doing? You hiding out from a
How about
girl?
now?
Nice.
How about now?
Still
Hiding
the
up
same.
from the candygram.
You hiding
Awesome.
out, man. Shh, don't wake her up.
Mhm.
He got
How about now?
he got a flat back in the next room.
Oh my God.
Nah, I'm recovering from the holiday. It's a lot. Is it a little better now?
A little better.
Yeah, that's better.
A little bit. Oh.
What are you doing?
I don't know
Nothing. That
whatever his headset is on. Whatever
Yeah.
room is in.
Yeah, you sound
I
far
think
away.
That's not a war away.
oh,
Jules.
I know. Hold on. I figured it out. Hold on. I figured it out. Give me a minute.
Okay.
He's on the phone speaker, not on the. He's not on the Bluetooth speaker. Sometimes you got to check the settings when you do your mic. Check the mic settings. Excuse me. That's kind of interesting. The whole thing. BGS in the U.S. You guys also do something called Boxing Day.
No, we don't do Boxing Day. Okay.
Okay, if anybody doesn't know what Boxing Day is,
How about now?
okay.
That's better.
Really?
Okay.
You guys do Boxing Day?
I was on my work microphone, which is like 6 feet away.
Wait a minute, Namer.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, that's better. So
Yeah,
BGS,
USB
you
hub
guys don't
switch.
have Boxing Day in the U.S.?
no, we don't. That's Canada.
Oh,
Yeah. No, actually, the origins goes back to the UK because Boxing Day was this old tradition they had where they would feed the needy and the homeless the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like stores, and then eventually, like department stores got on the act and they started doing these big clearance sales the day after Christmas. So that's what Boxing Day is.
Okay.
Yeah, we do. They do clearance sales right after New Year's in the U.S.
that's
Oh, okay.
interesting.
Like you
That's
said,
interesting.
BGS, it's not just Black Friday anymore.
No,
Mhm.
man, I've seen quote unquote Black Fridays deals all the way back in like August. So
That's interesting that you said that about Boxing Day because we never even used to do Black Friday in Canada. We only started doing it because people in Canada were driving across the border to go get like
yeah,
deals,
yeah.
and they realized that they were losing a lot of money, so they started doing it here.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I remember when the tradition started, and Fry's was the only store that did it, and people would, I mean, it was so bad that the line would be like a mile, like 2 miles long. People getting in line.
Damn. Really?
Yes, yes.
2 miles, a two
Two
mile
miles,
long
2 miles
line.
long line. Yes, that's how.
You imagine if they had cell phones back then. Good Lord.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. That when you got in, the sales were significant. So
Yeah.
so everybody else started adopting it.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Over here, it's not a Black Friday. It's a Black Week we have.
Hmm.
So from this day all the way up until Cyber Monday, they have from Monday until Sunday, it's an entire Black Week for the whole sales business. It's not just electronic stores. Everybody's been getting in on the act here. It's been like goes back like a few years ago. First time I ever got involved in Black Week sales here was like about 2019.
Hmm.
The only reason I did it was because like that was the best time to get PSN cards.
Hey, BGS, it looks like your dark horse is gaining steam. RFK.
You know what? And that's another thing that the Black Brain Trust, and even the Code Breakers had arguments about the RFK. They were trying to talk about what's his name? God, Beto O'Rourke. I said, and they said,
Who? Oh,
I said Beto
no.
O'Rourke. He's the dark horse. I said, who
Nope.
the fuck is Beto O'Rourke?
He's a twice lost candidate from Texas. I mean,
Yeah, but going up against the Kennedy name? Are you kidding?
yeah. If
Well,
he had
not
won
only that,
Texas, that'd be a different
Hold on
thing.
one time.
yeah.
That's fine.
Not only that. Beto O'Rourke. I don't think Beto O'Rourke will win. It's not that he doesn't have the charisma, but he's on camera saying, "I'm gonna take your guns."
Well, it's not. It's not that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It
And
would
you're from
be.
Texas.
One thing, no, him going up against a Kennedy would be like him going up against somebody like Prince Harry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might have the charisma, you might think, but you do not have the legacy or the name, okay, of that family. You don't.
Right.
You don't have the legacy.
Kennedys are like what, 5 generations deep?
Yeah, something like that. They are.
That's
Yeah.
about right.
I mean, they used to own the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Like they got power.
They
Not as
have
much as they
power,
used to, but they still do.
they have power, but the Kennedys have been royalty, man, since John in the '60s. So, him being
Yeah.
him and being a martyr, you're not gonna beat that name. The Kennedy name is, you're gonna get attention, especially if you're connected to the family. That's one
Most
reason
definitely.
Schwarzenegger got elected governor, just because he's married to one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you picking a Beto O'Rourke, which, I mean, Texas people might know him, but the thing is,
He's not running because I haven't heard anything from Beto O'Rourke.
he's
Ironically.
in other words, if you're gonna run somebody, you're gonna run a dark horse and an unknown like Beto O'Rourke for the most part. You have to start early, and he didn't start early. Like Barack
Yeah.
Obama started almost 2 years early actually for his run.
Yeah.
Right.
I still remember when he finally started getting a push after, or right around Oprah, his appearance on that show.
Hmm.
He started getting a push in like black media.
Hmm.
They were talking about this new guy from Chicago.
Yes.
And they were just like spreading the word. Like
Yeah.
he hadn't been doing it for like a year before.
Yeah.
And they had like slowly started building them up. It was wild.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I said, I've been watching this stuff a long time, man. And me and my mentor Craig Hewlett, we used to argue about this all the time because he didn't think Obama would win, and I said I differed with him. And he said, "Why?" I said, "Because I saw how the old white women reacted to Michelle, and that was what sold me." Okay, but when I saw all the old white women in Iowa actually line up to hug her, I said, "Okay, he's gonna win."
She has a warm presence about her, even though she's like a high 92,
Kinda
boss
crack.
chick. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's likable. She's very, very likable.
She's very likable. She has charisma. Yeah, they both do, and that's why they work well together.
Yeah, I actually agree with you, BGS. That if she actually ran, she would have a better shot.
Yes, she would.
She probably. I hate to say it, she probably the only one that has a shot right now.
She would, but if I say it, I'm gonna start getting the hashtag BGS butt, because if I say it, it's always butt.
BGS butt. Yeah.
Now,
Now,
I agree with you, BGS, but
Call it the
now,
Andre Jules.
say what?
Call it the
You know,
Andre Jules.
I tell you
Let me
what.
stop it.
I'm gonna start calling it the Jermaine. I'm gonna call it the Jermaine syndrome because there's nothing but the Jermaine to do that. Okay, go ahead.
However,
I tell you what's driving
uh,
me crazy though. Wait a minute, Namer. I tell you what's driving. I think it's funny though. Jake Uger trying to run for president.
Who?
Jake Uger, the founder of the Young Turks.
Oh, him. Okay. Wait, why as well, man? Might as well throw your hat in what is in for the 2020 election. Basically, how many he had? Like 15 running. So why not? It's wide open, man. You know, because all the candidates pretty much suck. And what's
Yeah,
the
yeah. Now I understand the logic about it because Roddy's kind of on the wall now with Biden, and need to do something if you want to win.
man, their strategy, man. I
And
don't know.
I'm not saying that. I'm not necessarily that because I hate Democrats that much. It's just the truth.
Man, I would just say that I'll say this: Biden is doing lame duck stuff without being a lame duck president. So normally stuff that's going on right now, normally a lame duck president would do because he's not going to get reelected. He can't get
Somebody like
reelected.
Lyndon B.
Yeah. Huh? So what?
Somebody like Lyndon B.
Yeah, Lyndon B. or even Barack Obama his second term. There's certain things that a lame duck president he's not going to get reelected anyway. So he's willing to take more chances. So that's what I'm not understanding about this term. So now I don't think you can clean all this stuff up, man, in time to make a good presidential run. Not with the now with social media, you can't make a rush at the last second because
Yeah,
a lot of little candidates can get traction through social media without going to the big boys.
yeah, that's what's happening now.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, a lot of little guys are good. That's why they don't. I saw Robert F. Kennedy Jr. on RFK Jr. on Rumble. He's got a Rumble channel.
Oh, okay.
So
How
Yeah,
many
I
views
can
they
look
just
into
say he
something a
had?
little bit more.
he's establishing a social media presence.
Yeah. I guess they're hoping that
It's
they
relatively easy to.
convict Trump.
So what? Who's
I guess
first?
they're.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Joel.
No. I'd stop so you could finish your thought.
I guess they're hoping that they convict Trump and Trump's not able to properly run.
If you haven't convicted him by now with all the, I don't think they want to convict him. I think they just want to sully his name and keep him busy up until the election, so he won't be able to mount a election run. So, but hell, they're doing all the work for him, really. So
Yeah.
the Democrats are doing all the work.
It seems like it seems like the more they indict him, the more popular he gets.
He's more popular. Well, the thing is, the more they screw up, the more popular he gets, man.
Well, it's negative marketing at the highest level.
Yes.
His name is still in the media. His face just isn't there.
Yeah.
So people just have like the memory of him.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like a public assassination without actually losing him
Yeah.
because he's still there and he's suing everybody who's coming after him. So it's like a weird gambit they're making, but it's not working like they want it to.
So all the voters are going to do the reach back, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And Matt, have you kept up on like Twitter, TikTok? There's a bunch of these like 1,000 to 2,000 sub accounts that are putting out like these you need to vote for Biden, voting to fucking, they're trying to motivate you. Well, if you're just a real man type of stuff, like these are obviously democratic shit. They're like payola for the DNC.
Yeah. And the thing is that forget, with black voters, forget the wars, forget the inflation, right? Forget the supply chain, man. What happened with the immigrants alone, man, and putting them in,
you ain't lying.
in like Chicago and New York and basically pushing out black people, man. That does not go over well with black women.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's especially the Northeast is where a lot of that Northeast and the Midwest is where it hits because a lot of the South has state constitutions that have there's very few sanctuary cities in the South. Like it's not to say there aren't immigrants, but a lot of them are legal people who came in.
Yeah, yeah, but that's fine. That's fine if you know if you had the old style media, right? Where you had television, radio, and stuff like that, where it couldn't travel.
Yeah.
Social media, man, that stuff pops like the next day.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
50
And
people
your
watching.
name is gonna get sullied because you know where black folks are pretty. I mean, they were pretty like neutral about immigrants for the most part. But
Mhm.
you have, you know, with this over the last 6 months, you have sullied anything about immigrants. Okay,
yeah.
you
Yeah,
spending all this money, you pushing black folks out. You know, you're not housing black folks. You're putting them in line first. That does not go over well with black females. It really does not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Real
And
quick,
you have somebody.
hold on,
Go ahead.
wait a minute, Jules. 57 watching, like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App, support the show. BGS tax is in effect.
$1 holler is all it takes.
Yeah. Speak. You know, I find the irony that black folk finally get pissed off about immigration the year after Dr. Claude stopped speaking about that stuff.
Well, Dr. Claude. Okay,
Because
because
that was one of the things Dr. Claude warned about, that they were going to bring these immigrants in to replace you.
yeah, I talked to Dr. Last time I talked to Dr. Claude was in 2019 before COVID. Man, I went to I was invited to one of his events, right? And I
Okay.
asked him when I was talking to him about that. Okay, I said,
Mhm.
now you knew. I said you knew that that the black folks were the bottom caste, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and
Talking about, yeah.
uh, in other words, when you're trying to tell black folks if you don't work at it, you're going to remain in that spot. I said, but you
Mhm.
didn't have the heart to tell him that way. He said, yeah, you're right. I didn't have the heart to tell him that if you don't do anything, you don't get what you need, right? That sooner or later this is going to happen, and you're going to get pushed down from your second spot as a minority all the way down to third, maybe even fourth.
Yep. And that looks like what's happening. Fortunately for us, apparently even some illegal immigrants aren't happy with what Biden's doing with the legal immigrants now,
With
because they had to
They had to wait in a queue. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And those basically those immigrants coming from Venezuela are actually refugees that what is it? Not what was the other president's name they were trying to push? I can't remember his name, but
I
they were
can't remember his name.
yeah they were trying to push him, the right wing president, and when it
Can't
failed,
remember his name. The Trump. I
The
can't remember.
Argentinian?
yeah, no, in Venezuela,
Venezuela.
I
Oh,
can't I can't remember his name, but the thing is they were trying to
He was
push.
like the Barack Obama. He looked like Barack Obama down there. Yeah, I think I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, and America's trying to push him against the socialist government down there, and it didn't work out. So, and all his backers needed someplace to go. So that's why they started accepting Venezuelans up here. I remember JX was trying to tell me that these were poor or people from the villages, and I said, no, they weren't, man. These are middle to upper middle class folks that need to get out of Venezuela.
Mm-hmm. What's going
'Cause
on, Charles?
there's no way they're gonna walk that far with no money, because if they without flying, man, that is at least it's at least a 8,000 mile trip all the way up to the border,
Ooh,
man.
damn.
If you got to walk, and they're not gonna do that. So I said, I know they had to fly in and then come to the border, and especially if you're in your Nikes and your clean clothes and you have whole families. I said most immigrants don't travel like that when they're sneaking through the border. Okay.
That's like, you got to understand. That's like traveling to the United States.
Yeah. Yeah, but they and didn't give them asylum status. So I knew that's what it was. I was trying to tell them that. But the thing is, they need more white people, so that's why come they're allowing more quote unquote Latinos in. So they're trying to build up a buffer class because white folks have, as far as the death cross, we have more deaths than births. That happened in 2015, and basically white folks as a population has peaked I think it peaked in 2019. It's been going down ever since. So they're on the other side. Their growth slowed, and now they're peaked, and now the population is going to go down from here on out. So what they're trying to do is replace the loss of white folks in this country with Latinos as a buffer class.
Mhm.
But that's what Biden was kind of hinted at when he was actually talking to the black leaders. He was kind of hinting at it. Said, "Don't talk to me. Don't talk to us. Talk to the Latinos because there's going to be more of them than you."
Yep.
Yeah,
He said it.
he did say it. Yep.
I mean,
People
they
didn't listen.
allowed it. I mean,
What's going on, Charles?
And like the hospital depth, a lot of those immigrants have money. Yeah, they're not poor. So I was trying to say.
they're not poor. There's no. I never. Anybody who's an immigrant that could come over to this country and start a business, fuck you. Don't tell me how poor you are because you weren't.
They were upper class in their country. Now
So,
the ones coming from Central America and South and in Mexico, now they're poor. Okay, those folks are
Mhm.
poor because it's easy for them to actually, for them to put a few dollars together and pay a coyote to get them to the border. So
Right.
I've met those. Okay, but even then, it takes money. Unless you're in northern Mexico, you just can't walk and just get across the border like that. Okay. Nobody's gonna make because that is a 3,000-mile trip. You can't do that without money. Go ahead, Charles.
nothing much. Last day of work for the next two.
You have a good
I'm
Thanksgiving?
just, huh?
You have a good Thanksgiving?
That was alright. Just had to work.
He had
Oh,
to work. Yeah, he
Holidays,
was at work. Yeah.
holidays, holidays don't mean the same to me as other people.
okay.
I get my time out with people that I want to be with, and that's about it. You
I
know,
feel you on that.
fuck a lot of immigrants. Sorry, I'm just had to say that. I got love for some, but fuck others. Fuck the majority because they're a bunch of liars. They're a bunch of fucking liars. Oh, you don't know how poor I was. Motherfucker, you got a fucking master's degree. What the fuck you poor for?
Yeah, I know he's not poor. Yeah.
You're not poor, you fucking bastard. You think somebody don't know your hustle. And
Yeah.
then when you tell them about the hustle, they look at you like you got 3 heads or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
When you actually go to their country, you know that they're not poor
Mhm.
because the poor people over there don't make it over here.
Speaking of that, I actually spoke to somebody from Spain who was in Canada visiting, and and I live in Calgary, and it's not even that bad of a place in comparison to where I'm from in Toronto. So they were asking about a specific area, and I was telling them that it's not the worst area, but there's some shit that goes down over there, and it was a couple from Spain, and they were telling me that they've never heard a gunshot in their life. I'm like, really? You guys are from like a third world country and you've never heard any type of shit like that?
My motherfuckers.
He must be in a gated, one of them gated communities.
Well, they also were like,
Where they from?
They were from Spain, but
Oh,
they
from
also
Spain.
look like they also
No,
look
they
like
don't
they were like white.
Yeah, they don't hear gunshots, man. Especially if they're from outside a big city, then I can hear that. It's like being in a suburb. You don't hear shit.
I mean, the closest we can get to in the case of Spain, like the worst you can get to some really fucked up shit would be like the 2 enclaves they have, Melilla and Cueta and Sieta. No, Cueta and Melilla, the 2 enclaves on the coast of Morocco. That's where a lot of African migrants try to like bum rush, security fences trying to get in.
Yeah, you go to West Africa, you're not gonna hear no gunshots, man. Bullets are too expensive. You're not gonna hear no gunshots.
Well, I'll say, if you do hear gunshots, you do not need to be there. You're in a place with active conflict.
Yeah,
You fucked up.
Yeah. And that's rare. People say,
Home sweet home.
there's regions where there are, where the conflict's going to be with two groups actually, antagonistic toward each other. Yeah, but for the most part of the country, you never hear that shit, man.
Home
If you're in
sweet home.
the eastern part of the Congo, you got to get the fuck up out of there. If you're like in places like Somalia or northern Kenya, along the border with Somalia and shit, get the fuck up out of there because it gets really wild. Or if you're like in northern Mali, northern Niger and shit, because they got a Tuareg uprising.
Yeah.
Don't be in Libya. Yeah. Stay the fuck out of Libya.
Yeah, your problem when you go to the third world, man, it's not gunshots, it's machetes. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's what they carry. They don't carry guns, they carry machetes.
They're cheaper.
Yeah, they are cheaper.
Axes, bow and arrows, depends on the area.
Yeah.
I just look at it like, you know, it's so desensitized. You hear gunshots, and you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm one of the worst people to ask about crime. Is it safe to be here? I don't know, nigga. You get robbed yet?
oh wow.
That'd be an indicator. Oh well, we're new to the neighborhood. No, you're not. You buying
So
drugs?
yes, all these Me Too cases are coming up because they sunsetting this law.
He's
Huh?
sunsetting that law, yeah. That's as soon as I read it, I said, okay, that's why they're bum rushing the courts, trying to get their money.
What's
The
that?
Eric Adams case. I'm sorry. One of the I don't know about the other two, but the one that was from 1993.
Yeah.
40 years. Come on now.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Marcellus Wiley in 1994.
Well, I remember probably 5 years ago they did it to the lieutenant governor of Virginia, black guy, and they spiked his career. And I think a lot of women are trying to do it for multiple reasons. The money is the first one, but also as a tactic to get people out of the way. Like if you want to get to governor, lieutenant governor, senator, like it's a good way to knock someone off the pedestal. But how long is this going to be successful? Like we can't have a nation of like 40% of men are just perverts and assaulters. That's just not
until
reasonable.
we get tired of it,
Yeah.
You keep,
until the courts stop taking it seriously.
Yeah.
I keep telling this shit. The first bitch to be like, "Oh, you assaulted me," get the fuck out of my face. But I'm gonna go to court and I'm gonna prove that you assaulted me. Okay. Right there.
Well, go ahead, sir.
You're supposed to drag that shit out. Like, stop paying these bitches.
Yeah, well, we let them get away with it. So, the courts let them get away with it. Said, okay, we'll allow it.
That's why I'll be like, look, what's gonna happen is somebody's gonna be on some fuck you time, and there's gonna be it. Stop saying these women are something sugar and spice everything nice. I don't believe all women. A lot of them motherfuckers are fucking liars like a motherfucker.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
I believe the evidence and the corroboration of all the facts. If they come together and suggest that this happened, then I'll go with it. But I can't just go on someone's word. And I'll say, I do know a woman who worked in PR, and this is back probably almost 15 years ago. And I met Jamie Foxx probably twice. This is back when he was doing Foxhole. And he was one of those guys who was life of the party. Not necessarily like he was throwing it, but like everybody wanted to be around him. He was like fun, good natured. He was like that the charismatic Christian boy, right? And it wasn't like he was out there slaying everything, but ladies wanted to be around him because he was on the way up. And actually he was up. He was way up. But the women wanted to be around.
He's the life of the party, yeah. So if you're going with him, you're gonna have fun.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is the regret of not having things turn out how they thought. Like they thought if they hooked up with him, they'd be his girl, or if they hooked up with him, they'd get a shot. But there was the president of Sony, probably like 4 or 5 years ago, had something similar happen to him, and he had texts that documented like this girl, pretty young thing, probably like 22, right, blonde, flat black, was like, "Hey, if I sleep with you, am I going to get a shot at this role? Or no, am I going to get this role?" And he said, "Look, I'll get you in the room for an audition, but I can't promise you the role. The director still has to choose you. Casting director still have to choose you. All this stuff has to work." And she got in the room, she got the audition, and it was like top tier people, and then this one person that nobody knew. But she didn't get it. And so she thought by sleep with him, she would get that role. She would get that success. You still have to have the talent.
Angela Lansbury, before she passed away last year, came out and said that half of you heifers know you sleeping with these dudes on purpose to get that role. Shut
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. And so
Sophia Loren too.
yeah, well, most of them do. It's just they want now they can get revenge in case their career didn't go where they thought it would. They're trying to get money.
And a
It's just it's a payoff. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And some lawyer get in their ear and said, what happened? You didn't get your role, so
he gets 30%.
Yeah, so you get we can get you $1 million. Something to retire with.
Oh boy, don't get me started on that bitch. Sorry, Gloria Allred.
Yeah.
And her daughter. And as I said, and I meant, and I do mean this. There's a special place in hell for her.
Well, I mean, I think that you do deserve representation, but it's obvious that she is a spearhead behind wanton litigation, looking for payouts and not necessarily justice. And I think that's
right.
a problem. Lisa Bloom, that's her daughter.
Oh yeah, Lisa Bloom. Is she representing Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah, I'd be smart.
She is. She's a lawyer. They represent everybody, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should have been like Kanye. Get like a small hat attorney, have them come out
Yeah,
for you. Know what my client said about the community.
Yeah, well, she is. Yeah, Linda Bloom is a small hat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed in. Wish Snowman were here. I'm a little disappointed in my Buckeyes today.
Oh, they lost to Michigan.
Yeah.
No. Hey, when I was betting them on games, they should keep up.
That's the only reason to.
Yeah, I root for the Buckeyes because they're the closest thing to Indiana, and let's face it, with the exception of maybe Notre Dame, ain't no other Indiana team going to the national championship.
Yeah, and then they started putting a lot of the games behind paywalls, and I didn't want to. You don't want to pay all this money just to see some college games, so it's another reason to stop following them.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand college football is big money.
Yeah, it can be. It sure can be.
I know. What are your thoughts on the Michigan scandal? They were doing something. I didn't really get the gist of it, but
Let's talk about the guy this coach that got fired.
The Michigan had a big scandal this year or something like. They made Jim Harbaugh got suspended for like 3 games or something.
Oh shit! What did he do? Recruiting? What happened?
I think it had something to do with recruiting and getting like footage or something.
Oh, stealing! Stealing plays and stuff like that. Footage of opposing teams.
I guess.
Okay, so what they call it, spying.
Yeah, not game tape, but
practice tape.
Yeah. Because the coaches actually get different tape than most of the players get, but yeah, but that's a different level. I mean, you see these coaches get paid, high 8 figures. I mean, it kind of makes it worth it.
Yeah.
And then if you want to get to the coaching role and you're like some coordinator, you're gonna take that camera or the iPhone and go over there and just hide in the bleachers for 5 hours. I mean, it's tempting.
Yeah, well. I guess that's how the game is played now.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's always been that way. It's just now people know about it more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Social media exposes us all, right?
Yeah.
Like none other.
Or as Mr. Z would say, the internet will expose us all.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, if y'all movie, there was one Blue Chipper with Nick Nolte that you mentioned. Yes, of course, I remember another movie. It was a college football one starring James Caan with
the program.
Omar F. Yeah, the program. Similar situation.
Yeah, people know
Talking about
tactics have evolved.
Yeah. Speaking of expose, what did Keke Palmer do now?
I don't know. I think she was in Spain and Said the best. I said going to Spain is nice, but knowing that your baby daddy can't afford a ticket, priceless.
What?
Oh, okay.
This guy's not broke. I mean, like, look, you can get a flight. I mean, Los Angeles is gonna be a little more expensive,
Hey,
but
make 6 figures. Shit. I
Yeah,
don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Who knows, man? She's ratchet, man. She's just throwing shots. That's all.
I mean, you could get a flight from, let's say, from LA to Spain, 1,500 on average. If you get certain times a year, go down to 1,000. Oh man, I remember after the 7/7 attacks, they were flights that were like $50 from the East Coast because they just wanted people over there.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, that's
I don't
not
know
a
if
flex.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't know if it's true or not, but according to fucking the stream that conservatives were doing about what's the guy's name again? The dude that was with Kiki Palmer.
Mr. Palmer.
Darius.
Yeah, Darius.
Darius.
Yeah,
Sarunas.
like
Darius Sarunas, I do believe that's his name.
Yeah, according to him, he was saying that like he was taking back, like he was trying to get back his phone, and like, you know, you showing like the text messages with like him and his mom, you know, like, so basically the way he was making it out to look like was that she bought his phone for him, and I was just like, that's pretty fucked up.
That's not unusual. Back in the day when cell phones first came out, a lot of black women used to give a phone to their boyfriend so they could keep tabs on it. In other words, as long as I can always read your messages and know who you call, because I'm gonna get the bill if you're on my service. So a lot of black women used to do that all the time. That's an old ghetto trick.
Why
keep
are you
tabs
so
on the man.
controlling? Are you insecure?
I mean, how many times do you see black men go through a black woman's phone?
I mean, unless it comes to the head, it has to come to a head where they're like, "All right, I know you're fucking somebody. I got to figure this out. So I know what to do."
No. I know you fucking somebody. I have to prove it.
Confirmation, yeah.
Confirmation. So when I come to you, there's no dispute. That cuts down on the fighting.
Yeah.
Because trust you try to break up without proof. Oh shit! It's just gonna go on for months. Yeah.
Like, you're not allowed to leave.
You're not allowed to leave. Yeah.
What did they say? Oh, you nigga.
You do not know how true that is, sir. You know not how true that is, because they all act the same way, like they own you.
I have seen one white couple do that, and that was because white women pull that burning the bunny, all that type of shit. Like,
Born in the Bunny.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Was it? What was the name of that movie?
Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Attraction. Yep.
Yeah. That man. You should go back and watch every Michael Douglas movie where it could show you how one dude getting a little too horny for his own good can fuck up his whole life. He's got like 8 movies in a row about that. Like divorces and working in the office and just like all these things. It is in theater. Like, just watch it dramatized.
In the 80s, it was all about sexual freedom and scandals.
Shout out to Glenn Close though, because I thought that bitch was dead when she did that water. She got out of that water.
Not dead yet.
If a wife didn't shoot in the head, it would have been over. But you just see it. You just see that look at there like, okay, she's dead. Then she just gets up like, oh shit. She gets up out of that water like, oh damn. Boy.
About what you guys were just saying earlier. About what you guys were just saying earlier. Like, it's not common for a black dude or dudes in general to be going through a chick's phone. Like I think Jules was saying, like, the only reason why you do it is for confirmation. And I've done that once. And yeah, never doing that again.
yeah. But it's very common for a black one to go through a man's phone. I mean, it's so common that when she doesn't go through your phone, it's like, what's wrong with her?
Mhm.
Black women do think they own you.
Yeah, and it's like, now I just go with my gut. That's what led me to want to like look in the first place. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you don't want to see. Like if you're feeling away, you don't want to look, right? Because you're gonna see some shit you don't want to see. So
And
Yeah.
I've learned to come into a relationship knowing that she's gonna cheat anyway. Just the thing is, what I want from her is respect.
Mhm.
well, that's very black pill.
And if you've seen what I've seen, you be very black pill, man, about married women cheating on their husbands and shit like that, man. I've been hit on, being constantly hit on by married women, so I don't
Yeah.
trust none
Well,
of them.
I had an HR director at one company I was working for. She took a loving to me, and she invited me to her 50th or 55th. It was something. It was one of those two. And her husband, like, he knew all about me apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't do anything with her. But at the party, he was like trying to shove her off on me, like he was just sick of her. And
Yeah.
she was trying to get me to like sing karaoke. I was like, all right, and she was just sliding up on me, like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah.
It was very obvious. He was just sitting there like, oh god, I'm
Yeah.
done with this bitch.
Just
Can't
yeah.
wait till the kids turn 18.
Yeah, she 18. Yeah, I'm out. Yeah.
Mhm. Damn. That's crazy.
A lot of them are
Yeah.
just very obvious about they're human. I mean, that's I say they're human, and you want to hold them up as the Madonna, but sometimes they can be the whore.
Yeah. That's true. I tell people there's certain married women I stay away from in the church because I know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I see what you are. And I was like, okay, I'll be over here.
Right.
I'll talk to you.
Shocked when they're not. I am stunned when they're not. We're not on it. So if you see a woman that's actually doing what she's supposed to do and not cutting corners,
Mm-hmm.
said, "Oh, you're a good one."
Yeah, because you talked about how you see chick be sucking off on a dude, then go kiss her husband. Like, damn,
Well, I hope she brushes her teeth first. Shit.
right?
Right, come on. Ugh.
I don't know.
It's
Somebody
disgusting.
dudes are in this shit like that. So who knows, right?
Yeah, well, if they knowingly are, then that's on them. Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine. It's when they don't know.
yeah, that's when they don't know. But
Like I said, I don't trust none of them. And
yeah.
the thing is, when women, it's easier for women to cheat because most guys don't want to believe that their woman is cheating.
Yeah. It's like you tell yourself a lie. And a lot of
Yep.
women tend to pick someone who has something to lose so they aren't willing to tell.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, a lot of women, if you're the guy who's in the marriage and you get with a lady,
Mm-hmm.
the guys never pick rarely pick a married woman. So they got someone who wants to break up the marriage to get the guy.
Yeah.
So he's got something to lose. It throws it off kilter.
Yeah.
Hey, BGS,
It's just like, I'm gonna tell.
I think this is my honest opinion. I think Maury Povich's show, when they announced "You Are Not the Father," that in itself should be an Olympic sport. I'm dead serious. The way them chicks rock it should be an Olympic sport. That by itself should be an Olympic sport. You are not the father. You see them run like how fast are they? It should be like how fast do they run? How many how long do they stay on the floor stay crying and shit? I'm like, damn, that should be a Olympic.
Well,
that's
public shaming.
Yeah, he made high 8 figures, low 9 figures off of just you're not the father. You're not the father. You're not just shaming women. Not even shaming, just exposing them over and over and over.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And
some of the chicks been on there 9-6 times and still can't find the father.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't get into a mandatory DNA movement.
Yeah, because it would expose too much. I think a lot of guys' brains would crack. You're not willing to hear that your sister fucked the guy to get a laptop, not like a MacBook Pro, but like a $200 Dell HP, like a 5-year-old HP
Damn.
computer.
Yeah, but it blows off on you because you get a woman pregnant, married to her or not, man. You don't know that's your baby.
Yeah. I just don't think guys are willing to accept a lot of that.
Now, to be fair,
Or maybe
I've
they are.
seen some messed up cases of Maury Povich where this chick is trying to get this boy to say, see that he's the father of this boy's mother. See, he's the father of her child. They show a picture of the child. I kid you not. I thought it was the grandmother's child. I mean, no, I'm being dead serious. It's forget the fact it's obvious that it's her boy's child. I thought the grandmother had the girl. She looked like the grandmother.
No,
and the grandma's all sitting up there. That ain't my grandmother.
She's like an old hoe.
And Maury Povich for one said, "You are." Maury Povich came out and said, "Yeah, you are the father." No, I'm like, really? She looked just like you. Good Lord, you don't even look like the mother. She looked like the grandmother. I'm like, wait, is that the grandmother's? I was confused. Like, wait, is that the grandmother's baby?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can tell. It's family resemblance. Yeah, she probably didn't like the chick that had the baby.
Yeah. Saw another case where this dude's sister was trying to convince him that that those weren't his kids. They showed a picture of the kids. I kid you not, BTS. I'm being straight up.
Yeah.
I wanted to go. I wanted to go in a room and cry somewhere. Them babies look just like them. You didn't need a DNA test to know that those were his kids. I wanted to go around. I'm like, your sister need her ass whooped, man. I mean, seriously.
Like AB, what you just said, I don't know if it's true or not, but I was reading something saying that like typically like like newborns to like toddlers, they typically like resemble the grandparents more than the parents.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah.
And mute Charles.
Okay.
He's warming up for Invincible.
Yeah, I gotta watch that episode.
It's actually interesting.
Say what?
It's actually interesting. The Invincible episode. I think this is the last one for the season.
The season. Oh, really? Only 6
well,
episodes?
For the half season. For
How
the
many
half
episodes?
season.
Okay. Or half
Probably
season. Okay.
So it's like 6, 4 to 5 or 6? Or 4. I think it's like 5 or 4.
They're gonna stretch that thing out for like 15 years.
Well, hey,
they're not gonna try that.
As long as it makes money, but I don't think I don't think it has enough
6
legs for
seasons
that long. Yeah.
I mean, if they really wanted to, they
showed
could.
up in the
but-
last episode, and oh boy,
It doesn't have. I mean, it's a decent series, but things doesn't have. It's not that popular.
Okay.
I enjoy
they're
it.
gonna get tired
It's
of that,
popular, but it's popular because you've never seen a comic book series that was like that. That was that violent.
Yeah.
But it's popular. I mean, people love the series. It's popular as fuck. I gotta admit that. But the issue with it is that the creator doesn't want to go beyond so many seasons. As a matter of fact, if you were reading the book, a lot of stuff were taking place in the book, even though they made some changes to shit.
Mm-hmm.
They made his girlfriend black. They made the black guy, look like Carl Winslow. They made him like fat, and he's not fat in the comic. I mean, I'm just waiting. They make the aliens girl, Ellen, the alien's girlfriend, his commander. When in the comic, she was nothing close to that. Not a damn thing. So if you look at a lot of the female characters, they give them a little boost a lot of times.
The good old feminism crap, but
I don't know if anybody here has watched Rick and Morty, but I just started watching the new season yesterday, and I seen something interesting in the show, like how how like BGS has been talking about how like the red pill is basically getting into the mainstream. Like on the show, like the main character, he made a comment and he was like, "Marriage is a scam," and I was very surprised to hear that on there. And it's actually a pretty popular show.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you
Seen
know.
that. I might have seen that clip we were talking about. And it was Rick who
Yeah,
said that.
exactly. And I was also going to say BGS is pretty much Rick.
That dude is insane. But hey, he's a mad scientist.
Smart as fuck. Yeah.
Black pill, huh?
Yeah, he's black pilled as fuck.
So would that make BJ's grandson Morty?
Yep. 89 watching, like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App, support the show. BGS tag is in effect. But yeah, eventually may not be for everybody, but I definitely enjoyed the show.
It's different, so I'll give it that.
What show?
Invincible.
Yeah, I think Charles was mentioning it before. I'll check it out. I just looked it up. It looks pretty good.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like the old-fashioned comics, like before they cleaned the things up, where you see all the blood and gore.
Back when Batman used to have a gun.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit, that's before my time.
Yeah, it's before all of our times.
Hey,
but I've read them.
Did you see they came out with a Good Burger 2?
Who?
A Good Burger 2?
I didn't see Good Burger 1.
Really?
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, BGS he's a boomer. He's a boomer, not a millennial. I mean,
oh, that's true.
He probably watched it with his kids, but like he's like, huh? What's going on here?
Good burger. What the fuck?
Joe, what's it about?
It's a bunch of 25 guys.
It was a goofy movie.
Oh, okay.
It was a goofy
No,
movie.
Very good.
I definitely didn't see it.
I think it's based off a Nickelodeon show or something.
Oh, okay.
If
I
I'm not
think it was.
mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was. I think there was a Nickelodeon show called Good Burger, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was
based
a skit on all that.
It was based off the show All That and Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, Keenan and Kel. Yeah.
Spinoff.
Yeah.
You know, the a bunch of guys that are morally immortal teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember it. I remember it. I never did see it. I wasn't a fan of Keenan and Kel anyway, so.
I always thought they were funny.
Yeah. It's more for people of color rather than black folks. Yeah.
Oh, fuck them color people. I'm saying fuck a lot of people now. I hate it when somebody calls me person of color. Fuck you. Don't include me in with them motherfuckers.
You're not there yet, but you'll get there.
People of color, huh? That's where they want to send us, huh? Okay.
Yeah, well, they're gonna merge us into people of color, and I'm looking at because I was out at my sister's for Thanksgiving, right? And none of the millennials are married to black women.
Oh, well.
None of they're all married to Latinas.
My nephew was married to a Latina. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I just couldn't.
One thing I do notice with all the black men, all the younger black men marrying Latinas, man, the sisters are starting to shape up. They can't be.
They better.
They can't be as. They're not as raucous and gynocratic as they used to be. I'm starting to see a shift.
They're making those tamales.
To make it, asking, do you want a plate? Do you want me to get your plate? I'm like,
Ooh, that's a progress. Okay.
I thought it said, am I in one of those timeline branches on Loki or something like that? Alternate timeline?
Twilight Zone, huh?
Yeah. No, like Loki. Yeah, one of the alternate timeline branches.
Oh yeah.
I said, am I a variant in this timeline or what? Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta finish.
Do you want a plate? You want me? I said, now a couple years ago I had to go get my own plate. Now, interesting. I said, I like the trend. I hope it keeps on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because sister said I got to compete.
Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah.
they want
In this
to.
day and age, you got to pee because I told you about them white girls on TikTok. Where are all the single men at? And I'm being, and they for real too. Like I would like to know where all the single men between 30 and 40 are at.
Yeah, they're all looking for jewels.
Pretty much.
Jewels got to have a
They couldn't
screener.
find me this. Oh no, I did. Man, I was at I was in like nowhere, Georgia, like nowhere. Nice cabin though. It was very delightful. But I went to the local dry goods store. Let's call it that. Like it wasn't even like a Dollar General, but they had some stuff you could get. And the lady at the counter looked at me and was like, "Oh my God, who are you?" Because I had a nice ride. But I mean, there was a bunch of shit that went wrong that weekend over the week. But the rest of it was wonderful. But went back and talked to her and found out she's a little too young for me. And it's North Georgia, so I'm like, I'm not gonna test that fate.
Well, how young is a little too young?
19.
Oh, 19. Okay.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I mean, you're picking it fresh off the vine.
That is fresh off the vine. 19.
Yeah.
That's a good age.
Yeah, I consider that baby territory.
No, it's not baby.
It's not.
It's actually they're just ripe. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, I would like 22, 23. If this is gonna be something serious, 22, 23, I get to know you over 2 years,
right?
And then we could see. Okay, I think this could work. I think this could really work. And then going from there, if it's marriage, if it's long-term commitment with like non-state contracts, all that different type of stuff.
Yeah. You get them at 19, you got to do some additional work.
You're training,
right?
You are. Like, I mean, like, was it
Muddy Water.
Charlie Chaplin. He married Eugene O'Neill's daughter when she was 19 or 18, and he was like 53.
Okay.
And because she wanted him. Because I mean, he was also one of the most famous men in the world. But she said,
he's funny.
She said, "You'll help me grow into the woman I want to be, and I'll help to keep you young."
Yeah.
Like,
and then this was his fourth or fifth marriage, and then she wound up married to him until she was, I think, 62, 63.
Wow.
And he died at like 84, 85. Like he died like crazy old. She never remarried, but they had like 8 kids over that time.
No.
It took him. he was older than her father.
Yeah, he probably was. Yeah, but when wealth comes to your daughter, you said, go get him.
Yeah. And they genuinely cared about each other. They had like a little mansion in Switzerland, a mansion in New York, and they lived it well.
And it's a different age. Different age.
Yeah.
Or back then, the hell, women we get married at 13.
Yeah.
You got to remember.
That's what those
get mad at Marcus Houston for his shit. But chicks got mad at Marcus Houston for marrying his wife, but these bitches can't get married. Make that make sense?
Yeah, that's why they're mad. Okay, you jumped over all these good women to get that 19-year-old to get that baby.
A baby, bullshit.
Man,
nobody trying to get no owl.
I had to talk to my sisters were talking to me over the weekend about why I'm not married, and I'm like, well, I'd have to meet women who are similar to yourself, and I don't have a lot of things that I can build with you. You already have your own thing, children, past
I like
lovers,
my Pete.
other baby fathers. Like it doesn't work, your ex-husbands, like it's it's not a good situation.
You should have just told him, ain't no nigga trying to date no bitch with no AARP card.
No.
I don't hold their decisions against them. I just say, like, look, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I remember early this year.
Hold on, it's stable in your internet.
Yeah.
You're underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope he's
You got it
doing
right
well.
now. Come on.
Need some bars, Neymar. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
better.
Okay. I remember early this year, like when everybody was talking about that one soccer player
Hmm.
regarding his divorce, everybody was like taking, a lot of the women on social media was like taking shots at his wife,
Hmm.
calling her a groomer and shit. I was like, bullshit. Especially like, because like the other thing, like, cause she's like 12 years older than him.
Okay.
And I was like,
So when did she meet him? When did she meet him?
well, here's the thing. She was born in October of '86. He was born in November of '98.
Okay, so how old was he when she met him?
She was 31, about to be 32. He was 19, about to turn 20.
Oh, she's grooming. Yeah, she's groomed him. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's grooming. I would agree. Okay.
Well, this was in Europe, first of all, and both of them
That
are
was
Spanish
pretty
now.
rare, huh?
I don't care. I don't care if it's in China or Mongolia. That's grooming.
Well, he did have a crush on her, that's for sure, because he
Yeah,
grew up watching her
yeah,
actress and shit. But
yeah. She groomed him. Yeah, it's okay
yeah,
as long as it works
well,
out.
no, they divorced. Was it early this year? Because
Okay.
like when they were like, y'all might remember the case. It turned out like he had all his assets in his mother's name.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. Your moms knew better. Mom saw her.
No,
Mom.
no,
Hold on. Mom saw her coming. I did read the case. Mom saw her coming.
Mom did see her coming, but this was before she even met him. Because as somebody who grew up watching soccer, understand the business aspect of it, he turned pro at he just shy of his 18th birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and comporting European law,
Mm-hmm.
and because his father's still alive, his father had to co-sign his contract and everything until he turned 18. But even then, she would meet him 2 years later. But so when he made his debut, excuse me, like I said, he had to have his father as his legal guardian co-sign his contract. Even when his agent wanted to represent him, they had to go through his father.
Mm-hmm.
So they signed the contract, this, that, and the third, and they had to when they established the bank account for him according to Spanish law, they were advised to put it in his mother's name.
Yeah.
So his parents had to talk with him about it, because even though he's supporting his parents, his father still works to this day, and so he was in Spain at the time. So he was relocating to Germany at the time when he met her, and mom knew, but they just kept it quiet about the whole arrangement because it wasn't just his mom's father. So anytime he wanted to get something, he didn't have to talk to his mom because they're Moroccan first of all.
Yeah.
So she would defer to his father.
Yeah.
So yeah, mom saw it, but but in accordance with Islamic law and everything. This time.
Oh, no, he could have changed it if he wanted to, but mom saw her coming.
Mom saw it coming, dad saw it coming.
Yeah. Yeah, and she was stunned when she tried to get a divorce. Okay, and I think did she get away with not paying him alimony?
Oh, I think that she had to recompensate. I think she had to pay back a dowry in accordance with Islamic law because her parents are Tunisian, his parents are Moroccan.
Yeah,
but they were both born in Spain. But what exacerbated the whole thing was early this year in March, he was charged with SA and such, and that case is still pending. So, and they were already legally separated at the time.
Yeah.
So she already had kids and everything.
What is
So I remember
the thing is that according to the rules that she would have had to pay him I think like $200,000 a year in alimony.
Wow.
According to rules, yeah, because she makes her own money. She on paper she makes more money than he does.
Oh yeah, he's only making in his current contract, he's only making 60 million euros. No, it's 60 million euros right now. So he's making 12 million a year.
Mm.
an additional million in bonuses if he hits certain milestones in accordance with the contract.
Yeah,
But
but since the contracts and all the money's in his parents' name, and he gets
Yep.
a stipend, and all
Yep.
the properties in their name too.
Yep.
Basically, he doesn't have any. He really doesn't have very much on paper, and she has more assets and more money than he does on paper.
That's correct. Plus, the kids they have 2 sons, also toddlers, so they're in her custody right now.
Mm-hmm.
So when they come of age, he can like challenge for that, but we'll see what happens. Right now, he's just chilling, enjoying his career right now.
Yeah. I'm sure sooner or later. Yeah. Or why? They'll probably just put it in a trust. When he finished playing, and then just like Bill Gates, then she can't touch any of it.
Well, he's 24 right now, so he's still got a good decade or so left in his career.
Yeah.
Because most players are like retired by the time they're like at the earliest they're like 35, but this guy plays as a defender, so he can go on until like age 37, 38.
Yeah. She thought she had a sucker. It didn't work out for her.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
Oh well.
BGS, I wanted to ask you, you and the panel, basically I was gonna go watch a movie earlier today. I wanted to watch that Killers of the Flower Moon, I think it's called, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I see, and it's not being shown in very many theaters. So
Mm-hmm.
I also
Yeah.
seen that there's a Napoleon movie out right now. What are your thoughts on that?
I haven't seen either one of them, so I couldn't tell you. I think Napoleon is being financed by Apple, isn't it? Is it not?
I have no idea. I only realized it existed.
I think
looking at it earlier.
Napoleon's been financed by Apple.
Oh
You
really?
think it's gonna
Okay.
be historically accurate at all, or?
I don't know. I don't think so. Napoleon's a pretty big figure, and it'd take like 2 or 3 movies to actually tell the movie right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Nah, they're gonna probably pass forward it, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna leave out Thomas Alexander Dumas on that one.
Yeah. It's on Apple Plus. So.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
speaking of which, I gotta watch the. I gotta go see the.
Gotta go see the what?
The Bass Reeves series on Paramount Plus.
The Bass Reeves. They actually put a series out, huh?
Yeah.
Hey,
For those of you don't know, he's the Black Lone Ranger.
Black Lone Ranger, yeah. Shout out to what is it? The Watchmen.
You're talking about Bass Reeves?
Yeah. Bass Reeves. Yeah. The Watchmen. There was a Bass Reeves mentioned in the Watchmen, so that's probably why they were going to put out the series.
Oh, okay.
They had Bass Reeves in a couple of movies, so it's every black lawman knows Bass Reeves.
Mm-hmm.
Because every old guy gonna tell you about Bass Reeves.
So what's it going to be on? Probably going to be HBO, huh?
Oh, Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus, okay.
How many servants?
Watching that with all my Star Trek reruns.
I'm gonna play in a movie as Bass Reeves, man.
You mean would you remember those shorts that you had with your face on Rambo or on Terminator and such?
So what?
No, some had like these shorts where you saw clips of Rambo or Terminator, only it was his face on.
What's making all that noise?
Not good. I think Charles.
Okay.
It's me walking forward right now.
Oh, the trailer looks pretty good. Okay, I might watch it.
What? Owen?
Bass Reeves.
Bass Reeves.
I'm a cosplay as Bass Reeves one day. You know that motherfucker was such a staunch lawman. He locked up his own son.
Yeah, I read that. His son like killed his wife or something, and he locked him up.
Can you repeat the title of the show or movie?
Bass, Bass Reeves, just like Christopher
Oh,
Reeves.
Bass Reeves. Okay.
One of the first, if not the first, black U.S. Marshal.
He got his wife standing up to the Klansmen.
Yeah, that's accurate, right?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I'm the wife of Bass Reeves. You can't do this to me. I'm a strong, independent black woman.
I'm a strong, independent black woman.
I'm independent.
I don't know if anybody's seen this show on Netflix. It was called, I think, Godless, something like that. But there was a show on Netflix. It was called like Godless or something. But the point of me bringing it up is that they made a reference to like the Buffalo Soldiers in the U.S. obviously.
Okay.
And I thought it would have been interesting if they were to look deeper into that or make a movie show about that.
They did do a movie with Buffalo Soldiers, so way back in the 70s, I do believe.
But of course, in that show, like the Buffalo Soldiers, they were helping out the fucking, the white people, and they all got killed. So, you know how it goes.
Yeah, that's accurate. If the Indians didn't get you, the white folks would.
Yeah. Yeah, recently I've been for as far as gaming, I've been playing Red Dead 2.
Stay the fuck out of Blackwater.
Evidently, after people are saying after GTA 6, Rockstar's gonna wrap it up. They're gonna take their money and run.
Well,
video game.
They said that before.
Did they?
They said that shit before.
Yeah, I'm hearing rumors that they're gonna charge like $150 for it.
For GTA 6? Really?
For the base game.
Oh, really?
I better be going to a whole country. My motherfucker better have a fucking mansion I can walk through. And you better have a motherfucking mall.
They said there's a lot of interiors in this game, so we'll see.
I'm not really surprised about that because the only game that I know from Rockstar is GTA, and GTA 5 it's been around for fucking years now, across multiple consoles.
Been around for 10 years.
Yes.
10 years? I thought it was something like that, but I wasn't sure.
To what? 5?
GTA 5, yeah.
First time I played it was on fucking PS3.
It's a long time.
And it's on PS5 now.
God damn. It's been that fucking successful.
I'm gonna call my character on GTA 6. Beating ass Reeves. That's what I'm gonna call him. But
only game I've ever tried of Rockstar wasn't a GTA or Red Dead series. It was well they call it Canon Edit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the Warriors movie. That's the only game I'm sorry.
I love Red Dead. Red Dead 2, they really they put their foot in that one. You got to do all kind of crazy stuff. Now that you didn't have to do it in the first game, you got to truly maintain your horse. You got to feed your horse. You got to clean your horse.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I'm trying to make it accurate, huh?
Yeah. You gotta when you get a gunfight, you might want to tell your horse to skedaddle because when they shoot your horse, you ain't gonna get that horse back.
Yeah, you're stuck. You got to walk. Yeah.
Or steal
and then you gotta like fight with like outlaw gangs and stuff.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about Red Dead. You stay the fuck out of Blackwater.
I don't get the reference, but
based on what I heard the story, I'm gonna stay out of Blackwater till it's time.
You go to Blackwater if you want, and you cause some trouble, people gonna fuck you up.
So your aim gotta be on point.
AB,
not when the whole goddamn town shoots at you.
Oh shit! Yeah, I get it.
AB, have you tried the? Have you tried the Xbox One port for Red Dead Redemption?
The Xbox One port for what?
No, remember the original Red Dead was on PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Yeah, recently, was it a while back? They put out the PS4/Xbox One version of that game.
Well, I haven't tried it yet.
Mm.
I beat it on the 360 though.
Mm.
I went through the whole game on the 360.
How many Duracell batteries did you have to run through on your controller?
About 10 maybe.
10.
Till I actually beat the game. Then
A real man wouldn't even play on Xbox.
Man, we talking about console supremacy right now.
Now I gotta change you. A real man would get a PlayStation.
Man, well, I stopped playing console
just a minute.
years ago.
Just a minute. 88 watching, like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App, support the show. The Sergeant tax and the BGS tax are in effect.
A real man would like, share, subscribe, and donate.
$1 holla.
I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in, like, was it 2016, 2017? This is when BGS had the conversation. We were talking about Red Dead. We always talk about Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, and at some point, Angry Man was like trading shots with I think it was Charles and who else was
Cerulean and Grinch.
because they were all PlayStation. He was Xbox, and they were talking shit about each other's consoles and shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, those are the good old days.
Ain't no real man playing the sex box. Okay.
Nah, man, you can't hate on Xbox. Like, at least
Yes,
one
you
time,
can.
Xbox had the advantage. At least, like, when I
Yeah,
was
it had
like,
the advantage in driving cars. You know, you had to play with a steering wheel and not a joystick.
Well, I was more so talking about
Impossible.
Like, when I wasn't like really into gaming. Like, I was mostly playing Call of Duty, and like Xbox used to get like the new map packs and stuff first before PlayStation passed them.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna return to that since they bought Activision. Since Microsoft bought Activision.
But now, like I was telling AB on a prior stream, I would buy an Xbox now, even though I'm not a fan of the controller sizes. I would buy an Xbox now because like you could play Age of Empires on Xbox now.
I love Age of Empires.
You can play it on Xbox now, man.
Oh yeah. By the way, if you're gonna get an Xbox, get the Series S, the new one that came out, the matte black one, because that one's 1 terabyte internal hard storage. But smaller than the Series S, the new Series S, not the white one, but new black one. 1 terabyte. Man, I remember it was like when we were all talking about video games and such. Y'all won't believe me when I say this, but I didn't get a PS4 until like 2019.
Okay.
I was that fucking good.
But just for the audience sake, goddamn.
Yeah. I was kind of late on that one. I was like, because, my situation being what it is, could afford it. And then, what was it, like, just before GameStop was, winding down, about to close, I just was able to just get one on a good deal. Then, 4 years.
I wouldn't say you're late. I would just say that, think of it like, think of it like, a guy who went away to war for 2 years and find out that he has a 6-month-old.
You ain't shit, Charles.
I never claimed to be.
He never was.
Yeah, well, never claimed to be.
Wait. Ain't you supposed to raise a glass of cognac when you say that shit?
And
And with a cigar.
him being not shit would be an improvement.
Yeah. I actually love my not shitness. It keeps me
It keeps you going, eh?
What do you used to say? It gives you sustenance, huh?
Oh,
Anytime
man.
I say, I'm like, yo, I just can't. You know, sometimes I just like when talk about ain't shit and everything. I remember like there times when motherfuckers just look at me, looking to start some shit. I say, hey, dude, I ain't the one you want to start some shit with, all right? I just took a good long shit, so I ain't got shit for you. Leave me the fuck alone. Keep that shit away from me. Cue the cricket.
I had many a girlfriend say that I wasn't shit. And I said, you knew what I was before you met me.
Yeah, I wonder why.
That's what was it Keisha Chavez said, right?
You ain't
you know I wasn't shit when you met me.
You ain't
No, it was. Oh, right. I wasn't shit when you met me.
Well, for me, my response to that is like, okay, if I ain't shit, let me be not shit over there.
I love it when they say you ain't shit.
Hey, BGS, you think this ceasefire is gonna last for a little bit?
I don't know. It should because it's Israel and America's only way out. So I think it should last because they needed a way to save face and get out of this dilemma that they're in. Because the press the press around the world is not in their favor. They can't. Facebook, TikTok are always trying to slow all this stuff down. This stuff coming out of Gaza, and
Yeah, it's not happening.
It's not happening. So they needed a way out. If they couldn't get Egypt to take these people or Jordan to take these people, then basically they're out of options. So this is like the least bad option they can actually do. Basically, I knew they can't. There's no way they can actually keep their reputation and basically bombing all these basically civilians like this, man. The Guantanamo.
Right.
There's no excuse.
Yeah, you can't manufacture consent for this.
Yeah.
Twitter. If you look at the right account or a lot of accounts, really, they'll show like a bunch of like 3, 4, 5-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Like there's no way there can be that many.
Yeah. These are clearly not Hamas members that are being killed.
No.
They're. I mean, God.
Yeah.
I was wrestling with my nephews and nieces that are their size.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not partisan on one side or the other, but I do want to see children be able to reach their adulthood and then be able to make their own decisions. Like I can.
I think the worst. I think what actually straw on the camel's back was when they actually attacked that hospital, and basically that hospital dug a mass grave to bury all the bodies. I think that's why I think they said, okay, we got to pull the plug on this. And I think Biden in meeting Xi in San Francisco, I think that was discussed. Right. Notice right after that, all this stuff started to happen. Right. Ceasefire.
Yeah.
Releasing the money to Iran, and now Powell's talking about there might be a rate cut. So evidently, whatever they talked about, as far as making deals, I think that kind of came across. So I think the BRICS are going to give some kind of leeway with American bonds and take pressure off the American dollar, and that will probably help stabilize the economy. Fingers crossed. So Biden have a good the Democrats have a decent shot at actually winning the White House again. So I think that's what we're discussing. Plus, you had a lot of these businesses, man, that actually depend on Chinese labor, and they were not happy. So there's a lot of things mixed up. So the thing is, like, remember I was telling you guys when Xi and Biden met, don't look at what they say, look at what happens right after.
Yeah.
So before there was no ceasefire, right after they met, man, a couple of days later, we talk about a ceasefire. So it's something that was discussed. So I don't know what China gave back to the United States, because that really wasn't talked about. But we have to watch. But if Powell's talking about a rate cut, because I think it was you, Andre, that was saying about the But SPY ETFs, man, just popped up, right? Just jumped up and gapped up. Okay,
Yeah, I was
that,
wondering about that.
that's why. It's because they cut a monetary deal. Okay, and basically they were looking to see if the rates were going to go up or down. So if the rates might have a chance of getting cut, that's probably what they're reacting to.
And SPY seems to be holding steady right now.
Yeah,
Really
it
wondering
gapped
what's
up.
going on with that.
It's right at its resistance level. So
Like, I really want to get involved, but like, I'm working and like I don't have the fucking time to sit there and like watch every minute, right? So I'm gonna end up losing if I try.
yeah, I don't think so unless it can kind of get past this resistance, and it's pretty high. So man, it's like nosebleed. So
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is like pretty much right now it's like almost at its all-time high.
mm, yeah,
And I'm really wondering why that's happening.
my it depends on what Powell does with the interest rates and the banks. Because I would sit on it and I would be ready to play it to the downside. That's what I would do. I'd be I'd be watching for indicators that it might go down, and I'd be buying puts.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That seems like the game to play right now. So
Yeah.
I doubt it's gonna hold.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it until it makes its move. The little guys have to wait for the move to happen. The little guys can't really anticipate the move like that. We have to wait till there's a direction. Otherwise, you can get caught in it. I've got caught in too many whiplashes like that trying to anticipate. So
Yeah,
I don't care how smart you are, you can't outsmart the market.
exactly. Like I forget what the quote was. It's like you can't it's something like you can't time the market or something like that. I don't remember what the quote is. You probably know what it is.
Yeah. It's very difficult to time the market, and that's the problem with little guys. Your timing is probably the most
The
important
markets
thing.
can say more irrational. The markets
Yeah.
can say more rational than you can say solvent.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that's another quote.
Notice that downturn during COVID, man, when it crashed like 40% and bounced back in 2 days, man. If you had rolled that wave, okay, basically you'd have got your clock cleaned.
Ouch.
But I've seen this.
So,
I waited. I said, okay, let me see what they do. Yeah.
so how you think the Ukraine war is going to turn up?
It's over. It's over pretty much. If there's no more money, basically, Russia. The only shot they had is if Russia didn't have money to actually pursue this war, right? Basically, Russia's GDP has gone up 3%.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Russia is not going down anytime soon. So,
and they've ramped up a wartime economy.
I actually seen like something on social media, but I didn't actually look into it any deeper. But it was Zelensky. He was talking about like, well, like I understand you guys don't want to like give us any more money, but can you give us some stuff on credit? And I just had to laugh at that.
Where do you think the money's coming from, son? That was
thank you, DDS for the cash app. Thank you, DS for the cash app. Thank you, Jules, for the cash app. Thank you, Uncle Tucky, for the cash app. Continue.
Yeah, that was a mighty big gamble. That was a mighty big gamble, and I want to more. I'd have been that old Negro man with my hat in the hand. But also, I wouldn't do that if I was you. But I wasn't there. I'd have bucked my eyes and all kind of stuff. I'd have scratched my head, bucked my eyes, and held my hat.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
I wouldn't do that if I was you. But they did it.
Yeah, they're too busy listening. Oh, let me shut up. I shouldn't say that.
Nah, you probably shouldn't.
They're too busy looking to HC. I'll say that much.
That's what they are. But you're not gonna hear any of this kind of stuff on the Brain Trust.
Oops,
did I say that out loud?
Oh damn. Oh, oh, BGS, you got me in trouble. Oh well.
Oh, I was sorry, Brain Trust. I was sorry.
You got me in trouble.
BGS,
Yeah.
That must be part of the reason why we have like the amount of people that's in the stream right now, but the likes aren't matching up. Like I was saying,
Get my likes up.
All you haters, all you haters, go ahead and hit the likes, man, or hit the dislike. One of the two.
Wait,
Like,
can you still hit
I gotta tell y'all.
Well,
I
go
gotta say something. I think most of you guys outside of Art, New Staller in the panel, I was listening to the stream with the young lady who was trying to work through. Y'all gave her game enough to get through 4 years of her career faster than anyone could go through without having to go through that experience.
Are you talking about
That
the
was
Chicago brother?
Okay.
the lady from last night. That was it was
okay.
hilarious to listen to her. Like she everything she said she was doing, I was thinking, oh my God, this is how you fuck up the game. Like she was
Who
you guys
came
were
on
trying to
last
walk
night?
her down from her direction, and you did a great job of like laying out a bunch of these things, and I think she got some of it, but I don't think she got what she was doing against it. Like
She the thing is, she has enough of it so when she goes back to actually check it out, that's why when she actually goes back to work and starts observing and looking instead of reacting, she'll start to pick it up. That's what I wanted her to actually see what she's doing, okay?
Yeah.
Because she didn't see what she was doing. She didn't understand it. But I said, no, you said you just told us. What did you do?
And she was talking about firing the people who her direct supervisor and his direct supervisor
Yes, that's the
were approved. I was like, oh my!
I
imagined it was a game of double dutch.
Yeah,
and she was like, I'm gonna take the rope. I'm not gonna hop.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God!
You know, I want to tell you, baby, you ain't got enough ass for that, baby. No, don't. You know, basically, you cover your ass and say, you know what, I'm deferring to my superiors. If they want these people, I'm not in a position to actually tell them what they can't have, right? If you HR has a problem with their decision, go see them.
Yeah, because I mean, like, the thing, and she explained earlier how like 2 people had left under that guy's tenure, and finding 2 people who get your game plan for your business unit is very hard. And when they get promoted out by people above you, which that sounds like what would happen, you get pissed and you're like, I don't want to lose these people who know my game plan. It can work with me. She could drift under him and then get to senior director, VP, senior VP. Like it is a very interesting game when you're at that level. And from what it sounded like, I'd imagine she's coming out of like University of Chicago Business School and wants to make a name for herself. You could make one by fucking up your boss, or you can make one by being your boss's most valuable asset. And you guys were kind of steering her in the right direction.
Yeah, especially
she's got the brains. She had the brains.
Especially she's in tech and it's male dominated industry, and she's working with a lot of white guys. Try to be their best asset.
Right with them. Most definitely.
Yeah. And I you know, she started to get her ass on the shoulders a little bit. I said, no, baby, you don't want to do it this way, okay?
Yeah, learn the rules so you can bend them.
Exactly.
Don't break them.
And that's what I was telling her. I said, work with everybody you can and learn. Take it as like you going to school. Learn
like,
from everybody.
Yeah. In the beginning, when she was first speaking, like I thought.
Oh, but wait! I'm sorry. I gotta be petty. Oh, but BGS, we hate black women, right?
Yeah.
All we do is trash black women, right? We never help black women, right?
When you're not trying to put your bid in like somebody was trying to do last night, but I'm not gonna say who that was. Yeah.
I have to go back and watch the replay.
I was trying to give advice, and somebody's trying to put their bid in. I said, okay.
Oh, damn.
I ain't gonna say who it was.
I'll say she sounded like a very delightful and attractive woman.
Yes,
but she sounded like she'd be a pain.
She's
like in a personal romantic relationship. Yeah, she's probably delightful to be a friend with.
Yeah,
probably delightful to work with.
Yeah,
especially if she's on your side, probably wonderful to work with.
Yes.
But I would not want to report to her. I would not want to be. Well, if you're in a romantic relationship,
no, you wouldn't want to
report to her too.
It'd be best, best to be in a friend zone and basically, if you work under her, be an asset to her because she's gonna take you with her when she goes. She's because she sounds like she's pretty loyal. So
she's a legit 92 who knows where she wants to go.
Yeah.
but I think it's more. Let's say she comes out of like a higher tier NBA program.
That's what
She's like, I'm gonna put the
she kind of mentioned like top 20. I said, okay. I said
Yeah,
top 20
I'm thinking
school.
U Chicago,
Yeah.
Duke,
She said she was
UNC.
a director
Maybe
there.
I don't think UNC is top 20. But
No,
yeah, Georgetown. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's what sounds
yeah,
like.
like one of those type of things. And she knows all the game plans that are going forward for any product management. Like she's IC level. Like, you figure San Jose is one of the most expensive zip codes. I bet you total compensation is probably 280K.
Probably for
with
her,
equity.
probably a little bit more. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Probably a little bit more. Because
But she knows where she's at. She just needs to learn how to work with the program a little bit better.
And she's coming out top tier in business school. Yeah, and they hired her as a female into a tech, and she doesn't really have a tech background for the most part. Yeah, she's higher than that.
Yeah,
and plus she's already made waves as far as changing the culture and making it work. Yeah, she might be going someplace. Just keep doing what you're doing, and try not to step on too many toes.
Yeah.
Oh, but we hate black women here, right?
Yes, we do.
No. No, I'd say it's pointing out most of the spheres point the BJ. Let's say the BJS corner of the sphere is pointing out the contradictions and helping men answer the questions that they have that are not easily answered by the women.
Right.
Saying like, look, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Like, it's not very complicated. But anyways,
Jules in BGS. She said she was 119 pounds. I'm like, that's flatback territory right there.
She's 20, 20 something, 28, 29.
It depends how tall. Yeah, we're talking about flatback as far as weight. Yeah.
I mean, if she says she's CrossFit, I mean, she's doing it.
She's doing it.
So,
Yeah.
to what you and Charles were saying about me, like trying to all, I'm like, shit, I'll take my juice box in the morning.
When I said, why the fuck do you keep asking about her weight? And then Charles said, you didn't get it yet. I said, now I do. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it.
It also means that she is more appealing to a broader market of men, right? So her boss maybe having like an appeal for her.
No. Basically, what's happening is Andre's practicing hypergamy. Okay. He's trying to marry up. Okay. I don't blame him.
I ain't trying to marry shit.
Bullshit. You trying to marry up. Nah, motherfucker, if she is who she says she is, you don't that's not when you date. You try to cling on to her. Okay. But you can't.
Nah, I ain't on that type of time.
Well, then there ain't no sense in approaching her because that's all kind of time you're gonna get.
Okay.
Unless you like coffee, cake, and juice boxes at 5:30 in the morning.
I said I'll take my juice box.
What kind of juice box do you like? So you like high C? You want the actual juice? Like Tropicana or something like that.
I'll take a Minute Maid.
Take a Minute Maid. Okay. Shh. But roll the car down the hill before you start.
Tropicana is pretty good too.
That's right.
Nah, I mean, somebody like that needs somebody who is light years beyond her. Like, I mean, really, realistically, like someone who's like her boss but unmarried, and like 10 years younger.
Yeah, her male friend is a orthopedic neurosurgeon. Okay.
Yeah. If he's her friend, I'm guessing he's about her age, so he's probably still in residency. So he's not technically that. He's still in training for it. So he hasn't hit his real stride yet. And by the time he does, he'll be beyond her, but not like he'll be making like high. He'll be making high six figures, low seven figures.
Evidently,
he'll be doing well. But
evidently, she says he's practicing. So
yeah,
she said that
I mean,
friend is a
residency is practice, but practicing.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying that she said that her friend was a pediatric neurosurgeon.
Yeah, and that is very specific.
Yeah, and
and that's
yes,
it is. Steady hands.
Yes,
and respected by men dealing with kids and high level stuff.
And you start dealing with nerves. That means you got to have big brains to deal with those nerves. Okay? It's not for the weak.
That's a dude been in the lab. He's been doing keynote. Like he knows everything about the human body.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought it was so funny. Like I had to rewatch the stream because pretty lit near getting to the end of it. But when she was talking about like when you guys were telling her, you and Charles were telling her like, and Art was saying to bring that friend along to like gatherings or whatever, right? And she was just like, oh, like just the way that she said it so sarcastically when she was talking about like, like I'm gonna bring my friend, he's a neurosurgeon, like, talking like that. It's just
No,
like,
that's
yeah,
what you should
you
do.
really don't
Like,
understand men.
you really need to have like the point of friends is to one flesh out your network with people you have a different relationship than just professional, and two have people that can help you kind of meet other people and be your listening tool. Like I've had friends who they would cook for me, girls, right? They cook for me, they treat me well, and I would help them with other things, right? You're supposed to give, and if he can give that, I mean, barring him being very romantically interested, I mean, it's a good deal. It makes her look better because it makes, like y'all said, it makes it look like she is a good picker. Like she can,
Yeah.
if she shows up with a dude with gold fronts and like wearing a Raiders jersey, do you know how crazy she would look walking into Meta, walking into Amazon? You know, like,
Unless he's a known hacker, yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Hey man, I still got my gold fronts in the closet. I only wear it on special occasions.
I know you do.
You enjoy those. You
Eh,
enjoy those.
well, along with your roster wig, huh, with the locks, huh?
Nah, I don't got no locks.
That's why it's a wig, sir.
I mean, it's not like there's not. I mean, tech is very loose in certain areas, but there's a lot of finance people that moved into tech. So
Yeah.
it's like a lot of bankers who are in there. There's
Yeah.
also the code bros, but
Yeah, she's one of them. She's the finance chick to trading
yeah,
things out. Yeah.
yeah. But that people should listen to that because that was a good like trying to dig through the weeds of how a woman in that high 92 thinks, acts.
Yeah.
And I'm taking it on face value. I mean, she could have made it up and read it from a Reddit post, but she seemed more authentic than not.
No,
You know?
she's a real deal. I could tell by the
Yeah,
way
I
she
thought she
reacted.
was. sincere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
thing is,
I'm leaning like 75,
no, I say about
85
90. I say about
sincere.
90. I say about 90%. She's
Yeah,
actually
I believe her.
Yeah.
because too specific about what she was talking about.
And
Yeah.
and for
Because I
the
know
fact
women
that
like that, but yeah. I
Oh,
would say, Andre, if you're going to shoot your shot, you only going to get one.
I would.
Not one shot, but like one baby. If you get lucky too, but it's one.
Though
It's one.
there almost has to be like a thunderbolt where she's really sexually attracted to you. Okay.
it wasn't a real
Mhm.
shot. It was one of those like joking ones. But
Nah,
hey, if it
nigga,
works,
nah,
it
Negro,
works.
that was a shot. You was shooting your shot because you wouldn't shut the fuck up. You was trying to shoot your shot. Shut up. Okay. I'm an old fish, man. I've been in the water a long time, man. Seen all the bait. Okay, stop.
I seen this whale fly by before.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna
It is.
need a bigger boat to catch this.
The rookie's using worm today, huh? Okay, that's not gonna work.
Anybody know True Blakey?
Who?
True Berkeley?
Who's that?
Never mind.
Mm.
That's G. Never mind. I'm back. I'm good.
That's G.
So G serotonin.
Oh, G serotonin. Okay.
Andre, here's my okay.
You're borging a little bit, Nema.
Ay. Hold on. How about now?
Mackie Sampson, what's your view on why some men attempt to date women above their social class and beyond their socioeconomic status? Several things. It's standard of living, okay, because she has money, and status if you can pull her, okay, and it also depends on how she looks. If she's because a man will pick a woman that looks good no matter what class that she's in, no matter what he has to put up with, she looks good on your arm, and she depends on who you are. So if you're a climber, and you want to get into certain circles, then you would pick a woman that can actually get you in those circles. So it depends on who you are. That's why some men marry up. They're willing to take the headache that it takes, because she's gonna actually do something for them.
Like I definitely can't speak for all men, but like I've said prior, like like I'm an ex-poopy, right? So like I've made a lot of money in my life, and I've been around people that have made a lot of money. So I'm not making anywhere near what I was making before. Like
Mm-hmm.
I still carry that kind of mentality. So I don't really look at people that they're really that much above me because I'm just like I've seen a lot. So
It's not above. The thing is that um, if you're gonna mate, if that's gonna have a relationship with certain kind of women, right? They have certain kind of certain kind of interests and certain kind of habits, and a woman like her that's on her mission that she's on right now, okay, and
Mhm.
you're not in that, and you're not in on that vibe, okay, she's gonna be a headache for you
yeah,
because
like I said, it wasn't
yeah,
really a serious attempt, but somebody once said, well, most people have said this before. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't mind you shooting your shot, but interrupting me while you're taking your shot, that's different. Okay.
No,
Oh,
I
so
was pretty lit
I,
at the end of
I,
that.
I said,
That's how
I
long
said,
ago it was.
I get it. Okay, he's smitten. So
I wouldn't say smitten, but definitely
No, I
no,
curious.
was more
no, no,
accepting.
no, he's smitten. Okay,
Mm.
I can tell.
I
When he
mean,
asked
like it is
when he went,
infectious to meet like a Whitley
when,
Gilbert black girl. Like
yeah,
it is nice,
yeah,
man.
when he wants to know what she looks like, I said, okay, this is not just this is not intellectual interest.
Hey
Yeah, man.
man, how the guys feeling tonight?
Gee, what's up, man?
What's
Pretty
going
well,
on, Jay?
man.
Man, nothing much, just chilling. Finally got a day off, man. In here relaxing.
You sound like you're half asleep, man.
And no, and I made beef stew earlier, man. I had looked up this
Mm.
recipe for beef stew. I think I put too much wine in that shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it sounds like you got the
Why?
it sounds like you got the itis, brother.
Yeah, he does sound like he had
Yeah,
itis.
I definitely do. I'm up though. I'm woke though. I'm just doing some research. Like
See,
I'm
now I'm
trying
gonna
to
have to get
figure
some
out.
get some beef and some beef meat and make a stew, man.
Okay.
Well, like I went to the farmers market, like the end one, and they had like some bunching carrots and some stuff like that. So I already had the beef meat that I had bought earlier this week. So it was just like, all right, I'm gonna make this beef stew. Man, I'm so full and fat right now, I can't move.
I bet.
And then it snowed out here too today. So it snowed in Nebraska today. So
Yeah, it's about that time of year. Are you are
90
you are
watts
you
and
close
like,
to
share,
Lincoln or Omaha
subscribe.
or what?
Hold on a
yeah,
minute. 90
I
watts
live
and
in
like
Millard.
that.
If you know anything about
Wait, hold
Nebraska,
on,
I live in
What
Millard. So that's like a
hold
suburb of
on 1 second.
Omaha.
AB's trying to talk.
Okay.
What are you saying,
You
AB?
up south?
Hold on, wait a
Yeah,
minute, Joe.
Southwest.
hold on,
Yep, Southwest.
hold on, y'all. Hold on,
Y'all
y'all.
y'all are cutting off the host right now.
Yeah, go ahead, AB.
90 watching, like, share, subscribe, hit the cash app, support the show. BGS tax is in effect. Sergeant tax is in effect.
All right, go ahead.
Sorry about cutting you off, AB. Sorry about cutting you off. But yeah, I live in
Go ahead,
actually
bro.
I live in Chalco. It's like a suburb of Omaha. I'm not going back to Omaha. I done got gentrified.
I heard that a couple years ago.
What does that mean,
I,
man? You got gentrified.
man, I can't handle it. It's like I haven't heard no sirens or nothing in years. As soon as I get to Omaha, it's a
They must have put up
siren.
a
It's
Whole Foods.
Sirens,
man, listen,
helicopters,
man.
gunshots, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm cool on the city,
Okay.
man. I'm a
With
country boy now.
Okay.
strawberries and streetwalkers, huh?
Man, that's it. I mean, it's not that. I'm just saying, like, you don't realize how much peace you have in the suburbs till you go back to the city. Then you be
Yeah,
like, man, there's homeless people on the street. It's trash out here.
yeah, that's true.
Man, somebody got shot down. Like I went out with my partners a couple weeks ago. Man, these niggas got to shoot. I said, oh man, I'm traumatized. I got PTSD, dog. I used to just not care when niggas started shooting. Them niggas started shooting. I hit the floor. I'm crawling and shit. I'm like, oh man. Like, yeah, I just can't handle Omaha no more, man. OG gentrified, man. I'm not part of the street life no more, man.
Ah, well, it's
you
what
know,
it is.
you done hung up your Pookie hat, man.
Man, I have a degree soon, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm trying to figure out, you know, what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out the best way to get hired to a foreign firm. Should I go with a recruiter? Should I apply myself? Should I network for it? I'm just trying to figure out what part of the world need diesel mechanics right now.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Everywhere.
yeah. You can actually start with uh, Hell, if I wish, yeah, I think do I have J Bones's email? You start with a UN. You can start with what is it? What is it when they volunteer overseas?
Peace
Overseas.
Corps and stuff.
Peace
Yeah,
Corps. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I know.
Get your feet in. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, well,
Are
I
you,
know it might help me because I have an Islamic name, like my government name is Islamic, so I
okay.
might go to the UAE or
Yeah.
if they need workers, then I figure that'd be the best bet because Muslims pretty welcoming to Muslims. So,
Yeah.
Hmm.
G, you said you're a diesel mechanic. In terms of like, what do you actually do?
um, I'm in the last 6 months. I'm going through. I'm learning all the prerequisites for fixing bull. I already know how to work on like the tractor trailers. Now I'm learning about working on bulldozers, excavators, cranes,
Yeah.
all of that
Well,
stuff, right?
Yeah.
if
And I'm
you're
learning. And
if
I'm
you're
taking
sorry.
CCAD right now too. I'm learning the CCAD, the machine work. We're just going through the class. I got like 6 more months. So.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're sorry.
It'd be good to work like maybe a year or so at John Deere.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, right now, like I work, I'd be working too much at work now, so I
Okay.
can't do an apprenticeship. I got
Right.
offered apprenticeship at
Okay.
Love's,
Okay.
like the truck stop.
Yeah.
They offered me a 6 months apprenticeship, so I just didn't take it because I'm just gonna do the class work because I make
Okay.
too much money at my job right now.
Okay.
So,
So I would suggest to you like if you're looking to go out like go abroad, if you can't find anything in the States, like you should come to where I'm at or fucking at least the province. It's like we're basically the Texas of Canada. So any kind of trades and like oil
oh
field,
no, I can't go to
agriculture.
Canada, Japan, or Australia ever.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Well, I can't
They'll
come to
never
Greece
accept
either,
me
so I
in.
feel
Yeah.
I can't come
Yeah.
there either, so I feel like
I mean, if I change my name to Pierre Paul, I might make it. But no,
Yeah,
that's all I've been trying to figure. I've been watching a lot of stuff in the space. I've been watching like the Foreign Man in Foreign Land.
mhm.
I've been watching a couple brothers that I've been watching the brother Pablo, but he doesn't really talk about how to actually get with the firms that's overseas. So I
Okay.
would need to talk to like I know Key Witt has a program, but
Hmm.
they're more geared towards like South America. And I'm just not I'm not trying to go to South America. That's the same thing as America.
No, not quite. No, not really. But
no.
I mean, I'm Afro Latino, so I got a different mindset. Like I might as well stay in America. Shit.
not where Afro Latinos where you guys where you are different than Afro Latinos down there. A lot different. So
Well, like
have you ever dated a Mexican woman?
No, I haven't. I'm Guyanese, so
Okay.
like, yeah. So it's like, Guyanese, they racist as fuck. Like, you know what I'm
oh,
saying?
you're
The
Guyanese?
darker you are, the worse it is, man.
Okay.
You know
You're
what it is?
you're
So
Guyanese?
it's bad. Yeah.
Guyanese are like mixed with Indian.
No, I'm not mixed with Indian. I'm a cold nigga.
Oh no,
I'm an
yeah, yeah.
Africoid. I'm an
Africoid. Okay.
Africoid,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking in like the like the homeland. They're mixed with
Yeah,
Indian.
yeah, the elite
Yeah,
Like
class.
only
The
only
elite
some
class is
Chinese
like
tribes.
West Indian.
Yeah.
The elite class is like Indian, like of India, mixed
Yeah.
with West Indies people,
Yeah.
mixed
And
with
white.
European and
Yeah.
mestizo. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like it's still the same class structure as Brazil and Peru and all that shit. So
like
it's
the
really
top
no
people
different.
in like the top people in Guyana and Trinidad, they're Indian.
Yeah, that's what it is, and they more racist than the white people.
So were you trying to go
Yeah.
West Africa?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, West Africa, Middle East, maybe Southeast Asia. Like I
Okay.
was really looking at the Philippines because of how cheap the land was. I have about, I have a nice little saved up amount of money.
Is my shit
Okay.
fucking up? I don't hear shit.
Okay. It's a glitch.
Oh, they glitched him out. They got him. Oh boy.
Huh?
Yeah, they took his ass out.
Uh, he muted, so yeah, he glitched. Okay.
Oh man. Yeah.
I thought it was me. He just dropped, so
Yeah. Shit happened.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Pete, did you get a chance to check out the Survivor Series?
No.
Oh, you missed it. It was some good shit. It was good. Matches were okay. Randy Orton made his return, but at the end of the after the final match, the biggest hoopla was CM Punk returned to WWE.
Oh,
After
okay.
all, the show wasn't.
Sorry about that, guys. Strag was calling me.
She looking
Yeah,
Gotta
for
lure me in.
she looking for baby batter.
I
Dog,
mean,
you
she's
should have put her.
decent. I'm in the house already. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm chilling, man.
You should have declined the
So,
call, man.
Yeah, my back already hurt. I don't need to hurt my back no more.
Oh shit. Okay.
You talking to the guys right now. You should have declined the
What
call.
is when Pookie comes home, man? They know he's in town.
Yeah, they know, man. I'm King Pookie around this bitch. They like,
So Randy Orton returned, huh?
it's a double fusion
as they
after double
do.
street.
And I said, G
What you
back
say,
in town.
brother?
No, I was talking to
No,
neighbor.
in the town, it's funny because in the city they call me Blocker. So
Okay.
they be like, man, Blocker back. I'll be like, oh man.
Blocker, because you got that blocker black.
I ain't had that in a while, boy. Let me call Block and see what he doing.
Man, listen.
Especially after the
Then,
holidays, man. They
and they
lonely.
don't get the hint. They call back to back to back. Like, what the fuck? You don't get the hint. You go on the voicemail.
They don't take no hint. They own you, nigga.
Man, this shit crazy.
How
Don't
dare you
forget,
refuse me?
yeah, don't forget, it's always your fault. It's Jermaine's fault. It's always
It was
Jermaine's
Jermaine's
fault.
But no, like I'm really just trying to figure out the best route I want to take, man. Like I don't mind staying in the States either. I just want to experience overseas one time. Maybe go for a couple years, experience a new culture, just
Mhm.
learn
Well,
some stuff about the world.
in your field, you could pretty much go anywhere, man. Because like
Yeah.
BGX had a video like years back that was talking about, he was talking about like basically like the whole passport bros. I think it
hmm
was possibly before that when he was talking about basically if you want to go to another country, you need to have like base be specialized in a certain field.
Yeah. Especially if it's like diesel mechanics, especially like farm equipment and stuff like that.
That's where I
Yeah,
want to
well,
go.
Nigeria, Ghana.
I'm I have three trades. Like the first trade I ever got, I went to Job Corps. I became a brick mason when I was 18.
Okay.
I didn't follow that route. Of course, I went back to the streets, but then
hmm
I'm also a heavy equipment operator. I can actually operate the machinery. Like I
hmm
have
A
that
heavy
trade and
equipment
I have a
operator, you're
CDL.
good anywhere, man.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I can do cranes, excavators, bulldozers. I can read the charts. I know the new program system on the CCAT machines,
okay.
like all that stuff. So
See,
Okay,
see,
nice.
see where they're shipping. Check the companies and see where they're shipping the stuff to, what country they're
yeah.
shipping the stuff to, and then find and then you can actually contact the country,
Well, a
and
dude that I went to school with, when he graduated last year, he got hired onto Carnival Cruise
okay, cruise
Line
line,
to
yeah,
be the maintenance tech on one of their ships
uh-huh,
that goes to the west. It goes to basically the Caribbean and
hmm
what's like St. Croix and St. Thomas and stuff considered, and St.
yeah,
Kitts and St. Bart's.
yeah,
Is that like the U.S. Virgin Islands?
yeah.
Yeah, so he works in the Virgin Island. He lives there right now in St. Bart's or St. Kitts while the ship is at dock, and he just moves with the ship all year. So.
Like in my case, so when I seen that stream from BGS, like I looked into like trades jobs that would is transferable pretty much worldwide, especially in like these third world countries, especially in the countries
Mhm.
where there's people that look like us, So and the best job that I could think of was to be an electrician. But I actually just had a conversation that like with somebody that was in the trades for like 20 years, and he's telling me about a mill rate, which I've never heard about before,
Mhm.
but apparently it's like a mix of trades. It's like electrician and there's like two or three other trades mixed in
Mhm.
one that make more than all of them. But basically, I was just saying that to say that like your field that you're in currently, like a diesel mechanic, you're probably good anywhere, you know, especially if you're a heavy equipment operator. Because right now I'm getting trained to do that kind of stuff too. and I've got
What
like
what
operators
machines are they training you on? Are you on excavators, cranes, dozers,
well,
rollers? What are they training you on?
right now they're about to train me for like Bobcat, skid steer. No, sorry,
Okay,
Bobcat and Zoom Boom and like Man
okay.
Basket.
There's a
But
listen. There's a game. Do you got a game system?
I'm sorry.
Do you have like a video game like Xbox, PlayStation, anything, a laptop?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, there's a simulator you can get if you got Game Pass. I would recommend you get that simulator so you can learn how to read the charts because everything is satellite now. Like so to actually tell if you're level, they used to have like the level thing with the bubble. Now it's digital. So you got to understand what the numbers and shit say. But that simulator helped me a lot because the
Well,
numbers you got to learn the metric system and you have to learn our basic system, but everything in construction is metric.
well,
So
I
you're
I
going
did
to have to
know
learn
a
that
bit
too.
about like the metric and imperial system.
Oh yeah, but you from
But
Canada, so y'all already go by the metric system, right?
yeah,
Okay, so yeah, like everything is satellite imagery now. So you got to learn how to read those graphs. Like I'm about to hire a tutor for that. Like I need more help with my mathematics and stuff like that. So I'm about to see if I can get this tutor. She real good, and she only charged 50 an hour. So I'm about to see what she popping and try to get like four
she
hours a
only
week.
charges 50 an hour. That sounds quite high, man.
And
But
I
if you
learned
need
that
it,
ain't
that's
shit when
good
it
for
comes to
you.
your education, man. Like compared
Yeah.
to what you make, like I went from $22 to $30 an hour instantly. You know what I mean? And once I get the main, it's gonna be like $42 an hour and shit like that. So like that tutor is worth the money, man. Because if you don't I didn't understand the basic mathematical systems. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go back and learn algebra one again. Then I had to do algebra two and geometry and
I
learn
think you need to.
decimal
I
points and
think you at.
percentages and stuff again.
I think at the very least you need to move to a different state. That sounds like they're underpaying you. That you're only making 30 bucks an hour for
Man, well, listen, man, they paying me good to me. Get out my head.
that. My bad, bro.
No, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I hear people say that, but man, this is the most money I ever made in my life. I'm happy
I
with
feel
where
you.
I'm
My
at
bad,
in
bro.
I'm happy with where I'm at right now. So,
That's like what I
like,
was telling you. Was like at my current job right now, the people that are doing like the excavations and shit like that, they were like they offered me a job, but I'm just like, you know, I haven't been with this company that long, and like they're paying for my tickets so I can operate heavy machinery and stuff like that. And they treat me well, so I'm just like, you know, I want to at least stay here for a while and get the experience so I could take it somewhere else. Because like, and on top of that too, like when they're doing the excavations, like they were digging a hole, and then like the guy told me just like if you basically if you was to accidentally cut this line, it would cut off power for like an entire area, and basically the company would go out of business for that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not ready for that yet.
okay. Yeah, see, with me, like right now, I'm truck driving because I got more experience. So at night, I truck drive at night, and I go to school in the daytime, and like I do one night class on the weekends. But the truck driving is more lucrative for me because they got benefits. Like I got insurance and all that shit. And I need that shit. As you get older, you need that shit. I'm
Yeah,
realizing the importance of it. So when I finally get the degree, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to go because I could do it like I could drive the truck, I could fix the truck, I could operate the machinery. It just whatever opportunity I get, I'm just gonna make the best of it, man. Honestly, I don't really know the correct path, but whatever I get, I'm gonna go in there and bust my ass at it and try to make the best of it.
well, whether you know the correct path or not, it sounds like you're doing like well for yourself, man. I
I'm
respect that shit.
surviving. Shit, I'm surviving. I could be doing better, but I'm
Well,
surviving. Okay, man.
it sounds like you're thriving, brother.
What's good, Arter? What's good, Arter? It more?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
That's my man, Art. What's up, my man? You got me a bakery job, dude.
How you doing, brother?
Doing
I've
good.
been meaning to give you your. I've been looking for you for 2 months, boy.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to over here trying to figure out how I'm over here trying to figure out how BJ's get these good deals in the McDonald's app. I'm like, damn, that's some good ass deal.
That's what that's why I don't use I use the app. I don't go to McDonald's without the app.
Trying to get the McRib down. I heard they put the,
They got a new steak breakfast platter now.
Well, it must be there regional because I don't see it.
Okay.
okay.
But
But,
yeah, I was
So
on.
the
I
different
said,
McDonald's got different menus or something. I know different.
you know, if you
places
go
got
to
different
the
menus.
app, they give you that's where the deals are. If you go to
Yeah.
if you just walk in, you don't get them.
yeah, because I went Black Friday shopping. And I went to this McDonald's up the street from me, and I was like, let me go see what's going on. And sure enough, there's no place for you to go up front to order. You have to order through a kiosk.
That's why you might as well use the app.
Yeah, and I went to a couple McDonald's in my area, and none of them had where you could just order at the front counter. You have to order through the kiosk, just like a.
Oh, okay, just like a phone, just like smart.
Yeah, so that's automation in hand, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If they have to pay people more, that's what's going to happen. They don't have any counter personnel anymore.
Yeah.
So do you guys think in the future it probably will be better to get away from these more developed economies for growth, right? Because if they're going to automate in these economies, we probably need to go to the developing world.
If you have the skills, it's best to go overseas, and because of capitalism, they're going to try to extract as much profit as they can. So, so only the developing countries will need people still.
You have a good Thanksgiving, huh?
Yeah, I got to see my dad, and saw some family. Held my second cousin for the first time. So
okay,
it's all good. What about you guys?
Oh yeah, I went out to my sister's, and she bought a new house, so we went out there and hung out with the family and stuff like that. So
okay,
it was cool.
Yeah, it was a good little season, man. It was a good little. Everybody was on their best behavior this year, you know.
So Jimmy, to respond to what you
what
said,
I really wondering about, like, I know it's a couple brothers that been to the Middle East. I just don't know. It seemed like that's the best. When I'm seeing everything going on, it's like the most stuff is going on in like the Middle East and Southeast Asia. So, like, I just need to know, like, because I seen a bunch of jobs when I was looking earlier in Qatar. I don't even know where the hell that's at. Like,
yeah, you don't want to go there.
Qatar's over there, right next to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind living under Sharia law. Like, I don't drink or do drugs or nothing, so it's like I wouldn't mind living under Sharia law.
See, here's the problem. They have the sponsorship system. You don't have, if you're going to be there on a work visa, something like that, you need to have a sponsor. Usually your employer is your sponsor, and depending on the sponsor, they can fuck with you. They can fuck with you hard on regarding your residency and shit, because that system has been known to be open to abuse, especially towards people like who come from the developing world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if he's American and they need him, they're not gonna bother him. I've never heard of any American going over there having problems if they're working.
Yeah, my dad. I mean, unfortunately for my dad and everything, they didn't really fuck with us that hard, even though we were Africans and everything, because my dad worked with such. So, I know
Are
some
you Muslim, Neymar? Your name is Neymar.
No.
Are you Muslim?
No, I'm Christian.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. See, I'm not. I don't practice any religion right now, but I actually was raised Muslim. So.
Okay.
That's interesting.
I can tell you this though.
Yeah, I know about 15 surah, so I know ayah.
Hey, what you playing, Art?
I wouldn't mind actually.
What system?
Which
is it Modern Warfare 3?
PC, Modern Warfare 2.
Okay. Playing Modern Warfare 2, man?
Yeah, I'm not paying $70 for a DLC. Fuck that.
That's what I heard.
You ain't a real gamer, bro.
I guess y'all can hear me. I guess this is what I get for getting those mechanical keyboards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, you playing on the keyboard, you fucking cheater.
Hey.
No, why's that cheating?
No,
that mouse, man, they be killing us with that damn mouse, man.
Those are the original gamers. There wasn't no game system. Those are original gamers. The mouse and keyboard.
You ever heard of boomer shooters?
Oh,
like Doom? Know that? Yep.
Oh yeah,
I play.
Doom. Even before
Yeah,
that.
I play Halo when it first like. I've only ever had Xbox. I never had a PlayStation before, so
Yeah,
Hey,
Aquatech, you're
It used to
definitely
be
right about that.
Castle Wolfenstein.
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute.
Aquatech is the old. Sorry, I was gonna
My
say
question is,
Aquatech. He's the only real one in here.
Said
'Cause he
PC
said
Master
PC.
Race.
Yeah, it's the master race. It is.
Mm.
I play on PC, but I play when I play like Call of Duty and stuff. I play PC with the controller. But I bought a stuff controller. I paid like $400 for it, so I got like the
uh,
pedals on the back and shit.
what stuff
So
you
I'm
got?
gonna
What
try
series
hard.
you got? See, I
Series X.
play on the series. I play on the Series X with the Ethernet. So
You can play keyboard and mouse on the Xbox.
Yeah, you
nah,
can.
alright,
man,
I
I'm
play
sick to my
PC.
controller, man. I'm just getting good. I'm just getting a good KD, man. I'm just starting to get 10 kills and 14 kills. So I need to
Well,
stay in the game. Like when I'm in
well,
Vondo, I'm just now getting like my last game earlier on my Vondo win. I had 16 kills, so
Mm.
I'm
well.
doing pretty
If you're
good.
working on getting your KDA up, all you have to do is just play zombies. Play zombies and practice your aim.
Listen, man, I'm not with the zombie. Like I just like to go into competition mode, bro.
But
I hate with like development.
why you get your ass handed to you.
But that's how you get better faster though. Like
No,
you
it's
go
not.
straight into
Oh, that's how you
this.
get
No,
your
it's
ass
not.
handed to you.
Yeah, no, it's not. You gotta start with the
Hand-eye
program mode.
coordination.
Man, I did pretty good. I got
Yeah, you
11
got to go
wins
back to
this
the
month. I
fundamentals.
did pretty good.
All right.
I got 11 wins this month. I did pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
good.
hey, as Charles said, there's always some nigga trying to skate uphill, ice skate uphill.
Well, Ice Cube say there's always a nigga trying to show their teeth.
Well, that's part of the reason why I know so much about like American culture because I used to play a lot of Call of Duty and like I used to play with like people that are like top 10 in the world, right? And majority of them were like from like New York and shit. So
No, they're very used to small arms fire, so of course they'll do it.
Now, really, like I've been playing Valorant a lot too. I've been playing
hey,
Apex Legends and Valorant too. So I just
hey
been playing
Charles,
first person. I got the new Madden, but I'm fucking horrible, man.
hey Charles, I got to
Oh,
respond to
you
what
and
you
Charles
just
will be
said.
right at home.
Hey,
Oh
Oh,
shit, here
Charles,
we go.
well, I
Charles,
mean, first of all,
got to respond to what
you're
you
not
just
even
said.
playing Call of Duty. You're playing giving up your booty. But anyway,
Oh hell.
Here we
Charles,
go.
I
Nah, but
respond to what you
Charles,
just said.
all seriousness, I heard Madden 24 sucked compared to last year.
it's okay. I mean, I don't know why
Did they
everybody's
change your
new
dude to Mike
features.
Vick, Charles?
Huh?
I'm sorry. Did they change your dude from Josh or whatever to Mike Vick?
James talented. Mike Vick
The
is
who?
on the expansion. No, he's actually like he's talking about the cover story because the cover story is actually game. Hold on,
He's
G.
talking about for Ultimate Team.
Ugh.
That's
Yeah,
really for Ultimate Team. So I don't care. You know, Lamar's doing me good, and he stole the shit out of that ball. So I don't care. They got
I
Vic.
have
So
10 picks against Lamar, man. Lamar a bum.
no,
Hey Charles,
Lamar's actually fucking accurate
User
shit.
pick.
You know, Lamar's
Every
actually
time I
accurate
play the
shit.
Ravens, I have 7 picks. I'll play with the Saints though. That's my favorite team. So
So that's why.
Yeah,
that's why I have 10 picks a game.
I
Well,
was
that's
actually
why
playing with
because the Saints suck. But
I was actually playing with Madden 23 a couple of weeks ago. The franchise mode that took the coast to the Super Bowl. So a lot of
Yeah,
big
I
names.
think I'm doing
dreams can
the
happen
builder
somewhere.
team right now.
If my keyboard strokes are bothering y'all, I can mute up.
You're
nah,
good.
you
yeah,
good,
you
bro.
do that.
Okay.
Are you winning at least? And what mode are you?
Yeah. Yes, I am winning, Dad.
Just not in life.
Oh boy.
Shit. Hey, they giving me all the overtime I want right now, so fuck it. I'm taking it.
Yeah,
Really?
somebody got to work. Somebody got to work the holiday corner.
Hey, you sound like Mr. Z, man, clocking them hours, like on them
Hey,
70, 80-hour weeks.
I don't have a day off until after Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving, but Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
because
Art,
7 days straight.
a pimp named Slipback needs his money.
Mhm.
We all
Hey, hold
did.
on.
Hey, Art, are you playing? Sorry, Art, are you core? Or
My,
are you playing hardcore?
I'm playing regular, like
Oh,
just regular. I
you're
ain't playing
playing core.
hardcore. Yeah,
Oh,
playing
okay.
Why
core.
you playing Battle Royale?
Nah, just
No,
playing
you,
regular. Cause I gotta get up. I
Multiplayer?
have to get up like around 9 o'clock in the morning because I have to go back to work.
Damn,
Oh,
you
okay.
doing doubles? They got you doing doubles?
Something like that.
Mm.
Hey, I'll take it. They need help because they can't keep nobody.
Man, you
Uh,
work
uh,
so you
hard
don't play
for that
hardcore?
money.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
must
You don't play
rely
all,
hardcore?
on, but
all the millennials and Gen Zs ain't worth shit, huh?
yeah. Well, it's also
Okay,
too about how they're hiring because a lot of these people are not actually doing really good interviews about who they're trying to hire. What I realize,
Is the game that slow?
I guess.
so
And like
what is considered a millennial? Hold on, I just need a question. I don't mean to interrupt. What is considered a millennial? Like, when were you born?
1981
to
it's
1981 to 1995.
Oh, okay,
like
so I
27
was
to
born in
like
'89. That makes me what, like a middle millennial?
A middle millennial. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're the same age as my children.
by year
that's
count, I'm a millennial. By how I feel like a boomer.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you do need depends. But anyway,
I forget what book it was. It was like whether it was like fucking 48 laws of power or one of them books, but it was basically talking about like actually I think it was Robert Greene, his book about
Hmm.
like the law of human nature. We talking about basically if you were
Hmm.
born at like the lower end of a generation, like you're basically caught between the two.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So like you have traits of both.
You're the
So is that what
transition.
the millennials are?
No, in other
No,
words,
Depends
not
on what
all
you
of us.
call born.
the edge of each generation. You
Yeah.
actually you have a mixture of the two.
Oh, but because I know I remember when there was no internet and like rotary
Yep.
phone,
Hmm.
and I remember the internet coming into existence and having the
Yep.
That's what
razor and shit.
that's what I was saying
Well, it
yesterday.
was
Like
always
Kind of.
internet, but I'm talking about like, it was AOL and shit, and you had mail.
Nah, I
Like,
remember
Yeah,
when there was no
I
internet.
remember,
yeah.
You had the big
hey
wheel.
hey G,
Yeah.
you remember ASL?
we always had the internet, so I don't remember
Hey
not having internet. So
G, do you
Oh,
remember
He was
how
born
old
in
are
ASL?
you?
89. He's born in '89, so he's only like
I'm
34.
34. I just
Oh,
turned
okay, okay.
34. Like, it
Yeah,
always been the internet. Well,
yeah,
I've been having conscious memories. It was
yeah,
always the internet. Like, I remember
Yeah.
playing World of Warcraft in '03 and shit,
yeah.
'02.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah,
G,
yeah. Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
was born in
World
yeah,
91.
Wide
I was
Web was
born in
actually
91. There wasn't always internet.
like 94, 90.
95 when World Wide Web
91.
was actually implemented. That's like Windows
There
90.
wasn't always internet.
That's why Windows changed
Yeah,
to
the
more of
home
a
computer.
yeah, because of World Wide Web.
yeah, I remember all them fucking blue back Macs and shit, the orange Mac and blue Mac, and you had to buy everything separate, and then you had to hear that.
Yeah, I remember Windows 95.
who
Yeah.
remembers
Yes, I
Orange
remember
Mac?
Windows 90.
Who remember
I
Orange
remember
Mac?
Windows.
Blue Mac used to be Crypt Mac, but okay, a couple others like hell. Damn.
Because your first computer
Hey,
for GS5 was a Commodore, right?
Yeah, it was a Commodore
I got
64
it.
in
uh,
1982.
yeah, that's because he used to play for him too. Shit.
Hmm.
I got a
Yeah, I
call from Jake in
remember.
the chat. You're a cheater.
I
I said
remember.
Game
I
Shark.
remember.
One
Okay, can
time.
I remember when my father got his first Windows 95 computer. It had 16 megabytes of RAM in it.
Yep,
Mm.
yep, I remember that. Yep.
Damn.
And if you had a 100 megabyte hard drive, you had a big hard drive.
Yep. I think he had like a 60 megabyte hard drive. I forget
Yeah,
what it was.
yeah. I remember I
And
got
it was floppy.
got my first terabyte hard drive. I think it cost me my first gigabyte hard drive. As a matter of fact, it
Mhm.
cost me $800.
Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ,
remember I
you
bought
got
an
like
airplane game for the computer that I wanted to play. He's like, son, I can't install this. It requires 32 megabytes of RAM.
Yeah,
God
I
damn.
was like,
You got videos in cell phones now that got more
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
pictures.
Shit. Hey, at
Even
least
pictures.
they were lucky. Shit, my first damn computer was what was it at? Microsoft ME.
Oh, Emmy?
Oh,
Yeah, Emmy sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, ME sucked. prone to
I've
viruses
never
like
actually,
hell.
I've never had a desktop
My
computer
first
ever.
computer was an obelisk. Fuck. I mean, shit. You know, you had to use it.
My first
Yeah,
computer was 98, Windows 98.
Okay.
it's,
God bless
'98
you.
man, that's
98 was a good
wild.
system.
'Cause-
98
yeah,
was a
that's
good system.
wild.
AB,
My
your
fault,
first
BJ.
computer
Go
was a
ahead, big brother.
98,
Sorry.
really?
Yeah. Yeah,
You're
it's
older
hard
than
to,
I'm,
me.
it was
The
hard to
first
get people
computer,
off Windows 98. Windows 98 was very
yeah.
solid.
Yeah, it
AB,
was.
the first computer I was on was a 95, I think.
Windows
Mhm.
95? Okay, yeah.
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 Well,
I
the
think
first computer I was actually on is probably Windows
You
3.1.
you kind of young for a Windows 95 computer, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said, I
actually, the
was
first
raised
computer
around like
I really messed with was 3.1. That's when I
that's
was
what I'm saying.
learning, but my first actual personal computer was Windows 98.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I was raised around like older millennials and like younger Gen Xers, so that's why
Yeah, you were
they put me
32,
on a
man.
lot of shit.
How
Yeah.
old were you, man? Jesus Christ. What are you, 4 or 5 years old? 95? Jesus Christ.
He used to steal
Well,
them out the
that
magazine packs.
I wasn't saying I was playing it like at that time
How
because
you even
that's what
remember
was
Windows
available to
95?
me. Because I was playing
Nigga,
it,
you
and it was this is the
because you were
first
just
one.
born in '95, nigga.
No,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
born
No,
in '91, bro.
he was doing 91. That's how you remember
Oh, you
Windows
was born the
95.
same year as my little brother. Yeah, like you still a millennial too. So
Because I never had a computer at like my house. It
yeah,
was
I've never had a
me and
home
my
computer
godmom.
either. I've only
Yeah,
ever
me
had
and my
laptops.
godmom's
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
My
My
Yeah,
kids,
first.
my kids have always had a home computer in the house.
thanks to my father, the command line just doesn't scare me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. The
Because
command
he
line.
started me with Windows 3.1 and how to
Yeah.
he told me how to type the game in with the A drive and stuff, and I'm like,
Hmm.
so it never bothered me. So typing
Yeah.
that stuff it never
I,
bothered
I,
me.
Yeah. It was
I gotta
Windows.
say,
I was.
Aquatechie got it right. Windows 2000, that was the shit.
That was
That
Hey
was
NT.
man,
and then I'll say NT if you were in a professional environment,
Yeah,
also very
Windows
good.
NT
Two,
I
was
know
2000.
NT computers that were going until 2017.
yeah. NT was professional. The thing is, the big merge between 2000 and NT was
Seven.
no, it was actually what
XP,
was it?
ME.
XP. It was
XP.
XP
XP. Okay.
merger.
Yeah.
Yeah. A, a
Windows
lot,
2.
a lot of what went into NT went into. In fact, the underlying infrastructure of NT went into XP.
Yeah. Because I mean,
Windows
Windows does
2000. That I was gonna say
Windows
Windows
not
2000.
perfect, but they do make good enterprise machines.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
The shit does work.
That
So
Yeah.
so
that
what do you
that
guys think
startup
probably
ROM
the
on
best
Windows
computer
2000.
system is?
the best computer system is it.
Are
I
you
Yeah,
mean,
talking
like
about
the best
Windows?
like
hardware.
It depends on your job. I mean, if
yeah,
you,
Yeah,
yeah.
My,
I'll break it down real quick. If you're gonna do general admin, office, whatever, it's gonna be Windows, right? If you're gonna be video editing or pictures or something along those lines, it's gonna be Apple. But if you're gonna do something else that's gonna be on the cloud, if you're gonna be
it's not even
hitting
close.
some
Linux.
Windows machines,
you
some
gotta get
Apple machines,
you gotta
It's
look
not
at
even
Linux.
close. Linux. Even
Linux.
Microsoft is converting to Linux
Yeah.
on some stuff. So it's not
Because I
even
mean,
close.
yeah.
Windows.
Because basically your all your most of your routers work on Apache and Linux anyway.
Yep.
If you could talk to your servers and your routers, you have to be doing Linux anyway. So that's the language that the admins speak in anyhow.
Yeah.
Windows is
Yeah.
always best, but like if you're like a programmer or whatever, then obviously you're gonna use like Linux and stuff. I don't
No,
know how to use Linux yet.
you can program on Windows.
Yeah.
You can,
Yeah.
but like Linux is like more programmer friendly as far as what I've heard.
It's fat.
Yeah.
No, it's not really programmer friendly. No, it's not. Okay, you got to learn it. You have to learn a whole different code, and you really got to get really good at the command line.
You've
Mhm.
never
When
opened. I can speak on this. You never opened Visual Studio.
yeah,
No, I haven't.
Programmers love Visual
yeah, it gets a
Visual
lot of
Studio
help.
Windows is there's nothing like it.
Yeah,
It's a true integrated development environment.
yeah. Now, if you're cheap, if you're bare bones and cheap, get Linux. But if you have to deal with routers and stuff like that, yeah, you have to learn. You're gonna have to learn Linux.
Right.
Hey, AB, have you ever seen that show, Mr. Robot?
No.
Yeah, I've seen it. That's a good show.
I've seen a couple series, a couple episodes.
Right, he's like a super hacker with the group or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. He's a white hacker. He's a white hat hacker in his job, but like the dude has schizo, so his other personality is a black hat. Pretty interesting.
You said his other personality is black.
Yeah, damn, Art, blow your nose.
And
His other personality is a black hat hacker.
Most hackers have dual sides, okay? Because you almost have to. Even to keep up, you gotta you have to learn the tricks of the trade.
Yeah.
That shit is all complicated to me. I like just I just want to learn how to do 3D printing so I can make a Starship Trooper suit.
Trust and believe, most programmers love Visual Studio.
Yeah.
On Windows.
Yeah.
It's the holy grail of programming.
Yeah, they put a lot of research into it.
Oh yeah. And AI.
Especially if you program C, anything with C++, or C#, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, any C++, they're probably using Visual Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
even hardcore Linux stuff, they're using Visual Studio. I guarantee you.
Yeah, even when I learned C, we're using Visual Studio.
Yeah, learning that stuff like 20, 30 years ago, 40, 50 years ago must have been insane. Versus now, like, I mean, there's certain advances that made it a little bit easier, but you still have to learn that base language.
But the programs weren't as complex, so. But now these programs are so sophisticated and insane that you have to have help, a lot of help.
Oh yeah.
Well, you have to have a lot of libraries.
These libraries. I laugh at anybody that said they memorize a whole library.
You can't.
Like, okay, Cupcake, okay.
Yeah.
You can tell yourself that. You can tell yourself that lie if you want to.
Yeah, they basically.
You gotta have to pick an area and study it.
The people that know whole libraries, they can't cross the street by themselves. They're in a different planet.
Right. They
borderline autistic.
They are. Well, really, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta understand. A lot of these libraries make the Bible look like a kid's playbook.
Yeah.
They're huge.
It's that, and they are also able to make a market-based presentation about like, here's why you should bring back this, and then make this part of your portfolio of what you use for your state level, local level, national level project, and then you should hire me as this person. And then I have 4 other people that I know who can do this. Then you have a crew of like 5 people who are making, let's say, $400,000 a year, maintaining an entire system that needs to be maintained because they don't want to maintain. They don't want to transition all of that shit over to a new system.
Yeah,
sometimes it costs too much transition.
And plus, your whole system is based on it. And it's gonna, you have to introduce all kind of bugs, and then you have to downstream all the software. Yes, it's a headache.
Well,
you got to debug that shit.
Yeah, I did a contract with a company that they lost all their data from like 2002 to like 2017, and I came on after the fact, and they wanted me to get what was left and then manipulate it. And like, I can't imagine doing that for like someone's entire network infrastructure and how they actually have their database. Like, there's a lot of shit that database lined up.
In this day and age, how they lose all their data like that, and with it, they lost all the backups.
Yeah.
AB, I have a question for you. It might be a stupid question.
It was a mess. It was a mess.
Yeah,
somebody got fired.
Yeah.
Not me. That's why I got hired.
Well, I know you got hired, but somebody got fired. If you lose a business loses data for a couple of years,
for that long, you got fired.
Man, that's like when you watch them shows like American Greed and shit, all that corporate espionage. You be like, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought the streets was rough. This shit is cutthroat.
Oh, you didn't.
It's a lot worse, man.
Hold on, wait a minute. I got a boy says I hated C and C++. Oh, you don't like headers?
Oh shit, yeah.
yeah, speech. Yes, I've tried it, but that stuff ain't easy.
And
I still can't wrap my
it's
head
like
around the pointers and shit. But
yeah.
I have tried C++, so I know about the headers and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
message you put, you got to
Yes,
put in the
yes.
header and all that stuff.
Try C. Okay.
Oh, you might like this, AB. I was listening to a good show recently about NATCO, Organ Transplant Center. Apparently, Congress is making bipartisan efforts to make that really move forward.
Okay.
So keep an eye on that. Like
Okay.
they're really syncing it up because it used to be very regionalized, but now they're trying to say like we need to have incentives for it to be regionalized and then efficient, not just market efficient, like
Yeah.
efficient for the patients. So
This-
like keep an eye on that coming forward. It's
Yeah,
off
Andre,
topic.
did you want to ask me something?
This crap makes no sense, man. They can fucking grow organs, man.
Yeah,
This
it's
makes
like
sense.
AB.
They've been able to grow organs for the last 30 years, man. This shit makes no sense.
It's true, but they also the process they had in place was put in during the Reagan administration,
Mhm.
but the process they had like kidneys being left on like runway tarmacs. They would like find like a lung in like a
Yeah.
a Samsonite cooler just
Yeah.
sitting around. Like they started to figure out like, oh, we have efficiencies that we figured out. How do we spread that instead of just having these regions still competing within the region, which is basically regional monopoly. Like there's a bunch of
Andre
just stuff
wanted to
that's
ask me a
starting
question.
to come on.
Andre wanted to ask me a question. Go ahead, Andre.
Well, the stuff they're talking about is more important than the question I wanted to ask you. I was only trying to ask you, like,
Ask the
you
question.
were talking about like, yeah, you were talking about like people memorizing libraries, and I was just wondering like what you meant by that, like libraries for what exactly?
Libraries like Windows. People underestimate how complex the Windows operating system is. They have a hard time keeping up
Yeah.
with how complex their system is.
Yeah. Libraries are standard root or just small what they call applets, program applets that you plug in, okay, that runs certain routines. Like as if you want to find a square root of a number, that's a library, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You have to
it's basically code to make stuff easier.
So it's like a lookup, right? In other words, say you want to actually say you run a program, certain function you actually want to have a square root, right? You call a library inside of the program, right? Okay.
Yeah, we don't write that shit from scratch.
You don't write it from scratch. You look it up. You call the library, and you plug in the variables, and it does it instead of you trying to write the code from scratch. That's a library.
Yeah,
there's snippets of code.
I'll give you an example. I'll give them an example. Microsoft has this library called the Windows Presentation Foundation.
And
Windows
Presentation Foundation. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is pretty much the holy grail of how Windows programs are made now. To make a long story short, it's their graphic interface built on top of DirectX.
Okay.
So basically, you have some 3D. To make a long story short, all your everything you see on the screen is based on the rules of a vector. So it's pretty much like designing your program in Illustrator. It's on that level. It's on that level. Stuff stretches, stretches like that. So you can do a lot of stuff with that. And the way I write those kind of programs, I actually have a library of my own that I put on top of it to deal with some of the plumbing of having to write that code because it's very complex. It's not just your code. You have XML too, which is like a markup language that goes along with it.
Basically, Andre, for all these niggas up here with these 140 IQs talking like we know what the fuck they talking about. The binary code transfers to the LED lights on the computer screen.
No,
so they have you program. You know what
No,
I'm saying? That's basically it.
well,
It's
well,
making the binary show up on your screen.
in other words, that's
And it's
machine code.
pre-programmed shit. Yeah.
That's machine code. Okay, that's the
Well,
ones and
Oh
zeros.
yeah, the ones.
You
If
know,
you if you ever
BGS and AG got
if
140
you
IQs and
now,
shit.
now,
They just
now
talking.
when I had my Commodore 64, you had to code in machine code. Okay,
Oh, the
well, I
assembly
in the
shit.
libraries.
Oh really? The assembly.
Yes, yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
I somewhat understand what they're talking about. I just don't know the specific details.
Well, you do.
Well, like I was just telling you, your computer works on binary code. The binary code connects to the pixels, and that's how you see it on the screen. But the binary code is 0 1 0 0 1 0 0,
Yeah, I
and they
get all
have
of that.
pre-programmed shit already that you can plug in, so the
Yeah.
programmer don't have to type
It's
every
typing
single
on.
number.
Yeah,
They've already done it for you,
Yeah.
and you buy the whole operating system, and you just plug that in, and then you could go on the actual internet and write the code. But there's
Same thing like
already
the railroad
pre-written,
ride.
there's already pre-written codes that you can use where you don't have to even look it up. You already know the
it's
library shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's pre-written code. Yeah, that you look up and you call. That's why you said you have calls
Yeah.
to the library.
And that's why. And everybody does this. That's why iOS is actually loosely based off of.
Linux. Is it Linux or no? Was it?
No, it's actually loosely based off their Mac OS.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I take that back. There's not a difference between the chipset anymore, so I don't know what it's like now. But there's no longer a difference between the chipset, but it's loosely based off of Mac OS, which is based off of Unix.
Unix, yeah.
But yeah, I actually had to go. I used to be talking to these dudes, Andre, and these niggas are so smart. They just assume you know what the fuck they talking about. You know,
Yeah, that's why
I would just listen to the conversation, then I just go start looking
I
up
could
shit
give
after we was done talking.
I could give you a
That's
headache
how I
if I
learned
want
about
to,
the
but I
codes
choose
and
not.
shit.
Trust and
that's why
believe.
I have to preface what I say with, like, I know I'm asking a stupid question to you guys, but
It's not stupid if you don't know.
understand.
If you've never done
Yeah.
it, it's not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But all a library is a stored code that you can call and look up and bring back to your program. That's all it is. It's a lookup.
Yeah, we don't write out complex shit. We put that shit in a method and call it a
Yeah,
library.
it's called a library. Yeah, and the library grows as people say that if you do certain routines over and over again, okay, you store it in a library. That's what they call a new library. So that's why the library is
why-
big now. Yeah.
That's why functional programming is becoming popular, because it's a better way to deal with certain types of methods
Mm-hmm.
and certain types of data and stuff.
Well, I was actually seeing that they're offering like free programming classes for like younger children, and I wanted to put my daughter into that, but due to her mom on some bullshit, until I get actual custody, like, I doubt I'm going to get her into that.
Yeah, well, it is
How
what it is.
old is she?
She's 7.
She got time. Make sure that she gets learns her math. So that's more important. Let's get your math down.
Yeah, get your math down.
Yeah. So mom probably will go into that. She might get into two things. Make sure her mom might go for this. Learn her math and learn how to type. The better you can type, the better.
Yes, please learn how to type. That's a big one.
In other words, that was my impediment. I didn't know how to type very well. Okay. And if you can't type, trying to program is a pain in the freaking neck. Okay.
I could type pretty well, but I'm also a PC gamer, so
what I'm saying is, as far as training her, okay, if you can type pretty well, you have a leg up on most programmers. Okay, most kids coming in to learn how to program don't type very well. They learn as they go. But if you already know how to type, then you have a leg up on programming.
Yes, you do.
Hey, AB, you got to mute the Grand Regent. He's taking a cat nap. I did that.
This is old school, man. This is old school Coliseum.
Yeah. Well, being a Terminator, like, it takes a toll on you.
Yeah. I'm getting ready to bounce in about 15 minutes myself, but yeah.
Andre, that me being a megalomaniac, like, I just be wanting to know shit to know what's going on in the conversation, man. Like, I hate being part of conversations where I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, but what's her name? Jess was saying last night, man. AI is killing jobs, man. It's killing
Yeah, I
jobs,
believe it.
and those jobs, like she said, they're getting ruthless. If you don't want to comply, guess what? AIs can take your job, and we can find somebody else.
Yeah, they're not
Or
fucking around.
fuck around and find out. Yeah.
Well, part of the reason why I like to learn a little bit about everything is because I read the book by I don't know if you guys watched the show Shark Tank, but
Yeah.
like I read Kevin O'Leary. I read his book, and he was talking about like part of what helped him like succeed and become a billionaire or whatever is like he learned a little bit about everything, and he
Mm-hmm.
worked like jobs in like different fields and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that way, like you could have a random conversation with anybody, and you have something to say, basically.
I mean, I know I like to learn this stuff just, because I actually try to be intelligent. Like I try to be smart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't try to be smart to brag on people. I try to be smart so I can talk to
Smart people.
usually happens when you talking to smart people, they forget they smart as fuck. And they don't take time to play. Like, what do this?
You're breaking up.
You try to be smart, you're not black.
Right? Like that.
Yeah,
Like for me. Sorry.
I like Macro Bear's comment. Functional programming actually does work more like a math equation, and
Mm-hmm.
it actually makes stuff easier to execute because all you're doing is punching in your variables pretty much.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of stuff easier to execute because
Yeah. It's faster.
It's what Art of Ibmore was saying, and also what Brother G was saying. It's like, yeah, I'm not on the level of you guys here, but
Yeah, stick around.
stick around, just keep learning because trust and believe there's a lot of stuff that I don't know that I learned by listening to like Charles and other people. So don't feel bad.
You can always
I
learn
don't feel
something from
bad about
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even a homeless man, you can learn something.
Speaking of which, how's Nicole doing? Have you heard from her, BGS?
I haven't heard from her for a while. I have to email her and find out. If something was going on, she'd email me, but I'll find out. Dr. Dunbar would have said something. So the PhDs talk to each other all the time, and plus Don Calypso would have said something because he keeps in contact. Well, I have to email her and see how she's doing.
Yeah, because I could tell you when Nicole's talking, I just take notes and pray I can understand it later because she into all that genetic science stuff.
Yeah, she's almost at the genius level. So.
Oh, but we don't talk to black women who's smarter than us, right? Okay.
She's one of those ladies who's like sugary sweet, very smart, like at the same time, and you're trying to, what exactly is she trying to get across to me? Because I just like to hear her talk. She's a nice lady, good person to have in the general ecosystem.
Yeah,
because she can give you a whole bunch of game about what's going on.
Yeah, I like Mr. Stories about the lab rats. What she be doing to the lab rats and stuff, the poor lab rats.
I like when she said brioche.
Brioche, wow.
Instead of brioche, it was brioche. That shit was funny.
Well.
Who the fuck said that? That's crazy.
Nicole. I guess she was telling her boyfriend about, because, I introduced a minister to brioche. And she got some and said she mispronounced it, called a brioche.
Country fried Southern lady.
Yeah, like
what do we call her? Southern 92.
I say 89 who hit the highest levels of her degrees. Like she's parents probably very well maintained. Father's a mechanic, mother's like a school teacher. Didn't struggle, but weren't fancy.
I'm not surprised we haven't heard from her. She got a baby girl now, so that's a whole other job in itself.
Her mother's a teacher, father's an engineer. She's a 92 all the way around.
Yep.
All right. I said mechanic. You said engineer. I'm not far off. Yeah. I know that type of lady. You know,
there is a
There's
difference.
a difference. Mechanic to an
Yeah, well, I
engineer.
mean,
A mechanic,
Yeah.
an engineer, but the difference between a mechanic and an engineer is calculus and physics.
Yeah. It's that
Like,
mechanics in motion. Yeah, the math in motion.
like,
Yeah.
like I wanted to
Yeah, I mean,
respond
she
to
got that
Trevor.
learning. They didn't stunt her, but they pushed her forward. That's good.
Yeah.
So I have
And
a
she's
question.
and I remember her. I don't think I've ever spoken to her, but I remember listening to her. She seemed like a very polite and kind lady.
She is down to earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, G.
Man, that but Jules sound like he's trying to risk it all.
No.
No. I mean, I can recognize decent personalities on people and say like, this person seems like somebody I would like to have a conversation with. Not
It's okay, Jules.
I'm not
okay,
shooting my
Jules.
shot. I will shoot
It's
my shot.
okay. We all
Yeah,
want
yes, you would. He'd shoot a shot.
No. I think she's a married woman.
She is,
I
yeah.
would not. No. I look. I have my limitations, and I
Yeah,
would
no,
not.
if she was single, would you shoot your shot? That's what he said.
Yes. I'm not even
I would want to see
yes.
a front and side profile.
Yes.
Hey, how much would it cost me?
It's called those 40 triple Ds probably would convince you.
No, BJS, it's called a free throw.
Hey, BGS, how much would it cost me for one of you guys to do a show actually on the guys that still do want families? Because it seems like we beat around the bush about this subject. I think most of us kind of, if we're young, we're not in our 60s and shit. We mostly still want families, man.
That's on y'all, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm out the family game, so I can't.
The thing is not that men don't want families. The thing is, there's no wives to build families with.
Yeah, I mean, if I go to Dubai, I might could buy me one.
BGS. Since like he brought up that subject. Coincidentally, I was just on a I was watching earlier Medium Man. He had a stream, right? And like I was watching the stream, and I tried to super chat on the stream, and it was saying like I'm unavailable to send my message.
Okay.
And I was wondering why that was happening. So I thought maybe he
sometimes it's YouTube.
And I'm like,
sometimes it is just YouTube.
Okay.
It happens to me
like
sometimes.
I try to,
yeah, sometimes it happens to me too.
Well, like I tried to send BGS something earlier, and I guess TikTok didn't send that video. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
I thought
give it a little bit.
Go ahead. Y'all speaking all at one time? Who's first?
I was trying to say I thought maybe he blocked me because I commented on one of your videos where you were kind of criticizing him. So I thought maybe he's seen that.
It could be. I don't know. It could be, but it normally will tell you if you're blocked.
But
I've never seen that happen before. That's why I thought it was weird.
It has happened. It has happened to me too. So.
Yeah, but answer your question, but I was trying to send you a video. This lady pretty much said that what you said about women know when they're pregnant. There's no such thing as accidental pregnancy.
No.
So it's like BGS. That's why I said BGS was right.
Oh yeah,
BGS was right.
What I'm saying is they always blame the men, right? That's why I walk them through it. I said, okay. I said, did you accept the man? Yes. Did you have sex unprotected? Yes. Okay. He seated you, right?
Yeah, you slept with him.
Okay, you slept with him, right? He seated you, right? Okay. I said, so from the time you found out you're pregnant to the time you actually had the baby, how long was that? So about 36 weeks. So you had 36 weeks to decide whether you're gonna keep this baby or not.
No, BGS. You had one when you was doing the one for women, and you walked her down. I said, "Oh, this nigga ruthless." He was like, so you was with her. So you was with him for 4 years.
Oh yeah.
All of a sudden, he got ready to leave, and bow, your ass pop up
pregnant. Yeah,
but you didn't know what you did.
You know what you did. Yeah.
Didn't know what did my ass.
I know because guess what? It happened to me, so I know.
Oh damn!
And guess what? I found in her drawer. I found like 4 months of birth control pills. You know,
stacked up like Chichen Itza.
You start seeing them drinking them green juices and shit. But why you drinking that green juice?
And you know, you go take a piss, right? And you said, let me check the drawer, because you know where they
She
keep
made
the pills. And I said,
she made Easter Island heads made out
yes,
of birth control pills.
yes, she did.
I'm
They're
listening. Art,
Yeah.
are you playing
unopened,
Call of
okay,
Duty?
unopened.
hmm
I said, okay.
Oh
So
wow.
it has happened to me, so I know. So that's when they tell me that shit bullshit. Don't tell me that lie.
Hey, that shit had me laugh, especially when I start seeing them drinking them antioxidants. Like, oh, bitch, you drinking your antioxidants? You trying to get pregnant?
BGS. When I heard you doing your AMA on Friday, I was like, yeah, you definitely an old school Mac.
Say what? What?
When I heard you doing your AMA on Friday, I like listening to you having a conversation when like the conversation kind of like went in a different direction. I'm like, yeah, you were definitely an old school Mac.
Yeah. G understand me
Hey,
because we've been there, okay? Because we went to the school of hard knocks with these bras, man.
hey, it is what it is. You get good
And,
advice. You
and
gotta
we
take it.
don't. G can tell we don't trust none of them.
Man, none of them. That's why every time they get on, I'm like, call your nigga right now. Call this nigga that you just make up. Like, we need to talk to him.
I don't like that. That's the thing. It's like I've dealt with a lot myself, but I don't want to talk too much. But yeah, I'm very
Well, my
knowledgeable
problem
on the
is, listen,
subject.
my problem, Andre, is I love these hoes. So I can't leave them alone.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie.
you're
We-
fucked
Well, at
up
least
in the
you're
shit.
honest.
Hey, you still young, man. Wait till you get 50, all right?
Yeah, at least,
Fucked up in the
hey,
game, bro.
I ain't mad at G. At least he's upfront about it. He
Oh
took the
yeah.
truth. Yeah,
I
nothing wrong with that.
always say you can't. When brothers say they're going monk in their 30s, say, man, you can't go monk in your 30s, man. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna work.
Man, nigga, I just
Like
got some money, nigga. What you think?
I just
I
got
said if
this
you
money.
Nigga, I
if you
just
want to take
got this
6 months
money.
to a year, bro, take 6 months to a year, and you could really like hone in on a couple things and just knock off a couple things. I mean, get your profile up on Seeking, and
Yeah.
make some
Hey,
things happen on that.
You-
But outside of that,
the thing is, once you go through a monk period, okay, and I was telling this to several people, right? If you go through it more than 3 months, okay, trying to
less
get back
tolerance
on
to the
that horse
bullshit.
is gonna be hard, okay?
Trust me, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like
less
gonna
tolerant to the bullshit. You are less
hard.
tolerant to the bullshit.
I
Yeah.
mean, all your armor's gone, man. After about 3 or 4 months, and the longer you stay away, the harder it
Man,
gets.
I argue it's the opposite. Your armor is just refined and hardened.
No.
Like, it's
When
just
I say
not.
armor,
tempered.
no, in other words, armor means you can actually
Your
tolerate the bullshit.
tolerance
Your
for
tolerance
that
of the bullshit.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Oh,
It
okay.
goes away.
it goes away.
Trust me. I've
Yeah.
been monk for a very long time.
And
Yeah.
like BGS, that
you think you want to talk to a chick and you actually want to get into it and let's say try to make a go of it. And as soon as she about half an hour she starts talking, I mean, I can't do this shit.
And then next thing you know, as soon as she
No,
starts
you
yeah.
talking, next thing you
I
know,
can't
BDS,
do
here it
this
goes.
shit.
I get on the phone. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Like BGS, like
These
I
hoes
heard
be hungry,
like
man.
one of your prior streams, you were talking to somebody that was like, I'm 34, and like, he was like, he was gonna go monk, and you're like, you can't go monk at 34. But me, I'm like, I'm 32, and like, I was actually considering like doing a semi-permanent
If you can
monk
work with
mode.
that testosterone at your age and your sex drive, if you
Mhm.
can work with it, okay, that's cool. But the thing is, for most guys, it's not gonna happen, man, because it's gonna get the best of you.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
getting the
Andre,
best
how
of
old
me.
are
I ain't
you?
gonna lie.
I'm 32.
That beast is gonna rear its ugly head. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
Andre, how
Well,
old are what, how
listen,
old are
Andre.
you?
One thing you
One
got to
time.
remember about American black women: these bitches is hungry.
well,
nah.
They want to go eat.
American bitches. Trust me. They
Approximately.
all
These bitches want
hungry.
to eat.
Hey, the ones that don't want to go eat, that's the one you probably need to stay away from because they're up to some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, like
I could tell you with my one of my managers at the place I work at, and he got like 5 numbers in it. He didn't even have to try just in 1 week. And
Yeah.
they just came
Well,
up
it-
to him and
Yeah.
let me give you my number.
Yeah, they're hungry now, man, because it's cold outside, right?
Oh yeah. They're trying to find,
When
as
it's
you said, they're
cold
trying to find a spot.
outside.
They're
well,
trying to find
in
a
my
spot.
case,
I think I'm
I
gonna
was gonna
start
say,
playing that, man. During the live stream, start up my show with this baby. It's cold
Mm-hmm.
outside.
Say when winter's coming, it's cold.
No, it's already here. You know,
Oh, it's already here.
I need to go home.
let me see if I can
Baby,
find
it's
a cover.
cold
Baby, it's cold
outside.
outside. Yeah,
I need to get right. Baby's
well,
it's
asleep
cold
in my
outside.
bed. That's one of those
This
first.
nigga
That's the
singing
first
the
Me Too song.
Temptations in this motherfucker.
It's like,
Yeah, I can't believe they try to Me Too. That's like, oh, he put something in her drink.
I mean, but like, look, that is back in the. I mean, back 10 years ago, women don't really want you. Not all women want to be that upfront with what they need and what they want, especially if they're attracted to you. They want you to make that move, and then when you make that move, it lets them relieve themselves and be able to like open up, because they don't want to have that pressure of having to be the pursuer. If they're in a relationship, they're more comfortable with it, but a lot of times you got to make that move and kind of nudge them down the road to where they want to be, which is, face down in the pillow and, getting that clapping happening and making it.
No, they don't want they don't want
in a
judgment.
good way.
That's the
No,
issue.
they don't
want
not
the
even
judgment.
Judgment's one way, but they don't want to have like that.
No, because that brings
yeah,
shame.
that might be the best term. That actually might be
brings
the best
shame. I've been with plenty of women that said that I was cool because I was so relaxed and they could tell me anything.
Yeah,
and they would tell me all the dumb shit they used to do. No. I had this non-look about my face, but in my mind, I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
No.
Because you make them feel comfortable when you're non-judgmental and they feel open with you. That's when they tell you all the dumb shit that they do.
Hey,
Art. All I be hearing when they be
wait. Let Andre get his question to BGS.
BGS, I was gonna say that what you were saying, what you have been saying for the last while, where it's like the only way you could deal with like B-dubs, if I don't want to repeat it, but basically, yeah. I wish he didn't say that, but yeah.
Yeah, because they've just gotten worse, and basically, you have to. Black men have to. G knows this because he was a Pookie, right? That's a whole lot of emotional labor they had to put up. We had to put up with a whole bunch of shit. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, Andre, I'm gonna give you the game, Andre. Listen, I'm gonna give you the game.
You gotta give me the game.
Hold on, let him talk, man.
I'm gonna give you the game. Your whole purpose when you're dealing with these bitches is to stop them from self-destructing.
Yep.
Because they're going to self-destruct.
Yep.
So
it's true.
That's what you're there for. That's how the pimp survives. The bitch is going to self-destruct.
Yeah.
She's going to spend all her money, get addicted to a drug, go to jail, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because they're not thinking their thoughts all the way through.
So
you know what I'm saying? So you're the listen what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Listen.
You take the place of their father. It's like a father with a hard-headed daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You actually, if you is in a pimp hole situation, you really don't even have sex with them because they're already selling sex. They don't actually need you for that. They need you to be the nigga that come home and talk and tell them that it's cool and you was right and this and that, and then they suck your dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that's the trade-off.
It's basically keeping her emotionally controlled. And basically, if you ever dealt with a chick that's a diesel, has been out on that lifestyle, and because she's broken anyway. Okay.
Well, just think about it like this, Andre. Think about it like this. These women go out and they might fuck 6 niggas tonight. They might fuck 6 men tonight.
Yeah.
You know how damaging that is to a motherfucker's psyche. In 1 month, you done had sex with 100 people.
Yeah.
Like this is the part of the shit that people don't talk about. Yeah. And you're dealing with this unstable creature. Like she's not even a woman no more. She's like an unstable creature.
Very unstable creature. That's
what I'm saying.
I completely understand what you're saying. Like I used to offer managerial type of services to people in that particular industry. So I completely understand what you're saying, right? But for me, it's like I came from like a Pookie background, which like the real shit.
What is it good, man? Spill it, man. Don't hang around with it. If you use a Pookie, spill it. Okay, stop playing around with it.
I used to kick in doors and be around like fucking.
He was a thug. That's not a Pookie.
Like, yeah.
That's a thug. That's
not. I would say I was more a Ray because I had like niggas underneath.
Listen, man, you was the security guard for the home.
You was a thug.
You know what I'm saying? You was a security guard in case. This is what I'm saying. If you dealt with these type of women, we all had to play that role. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to listen for real until they need you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're going to go crazy, crazy, crazy. Something happened. Daddy, I need help. That's how this shit works. That's why pimps, it's a high rotation game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? They got to
G,
deal with
I
that many
completely
hoes.
understand what you're saying. I'm trying not to talk openly, and you're trying to force me to say it, but I don't want to say it. But like,
Oh, okay. We ain't gonna force you to say nothing, big brother.
You don't care, man. Come on, let's go and say it.
What I'm saying,
I'm trying
what I'm saying, you don't have to tell what you did, but you can give scenarios, man, to let people know about what you was into. Okay, if you kicked indoors, you kicked indoors. You just said you kicked indoors. That's more like a thug. So if you
But
know,
I would for
yeah,
offering like managerial services to people in a particular industry.
so,
Like that's where I came from. It's like drug dealing and fucking kicking indoors, like robbing drug dealers and shit.
yeah, that's just thug. That's a thug. That's not a poop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you was just a
So
jack boy. You was Omar off the wire, nigga.
no,
Yeah,
I was doing no, I wasn't
no,
on Omar. That
that's
nigga was gay.
the,
I wasn't on that type
no,
of
it's not. The thing is, not about his sexuality. But the things that
Yeah,
he did.
we ain't talking about his we ain't talking about that. And this is the thing I
So
got against black men, nigga. What's the old boy name? What's his name? What the
Who?
fuck is the Greek dude name? The Macedonian dude. That nigga was gay. He conquered the whole world. I'm tired of this gay shit.
You're talking about
Alexander of
Alexander.
Great.
Look,
Macedonia.
Alexander
Great.
was gay. Napoleon fucked niggas. King Louis. Just because a man is gay don't mean he's not a man. I hate that black men have this weird homophobic idea like the Spartans wasn't fucking each other
The
while
thing
they
is,
was killing the Persians.
the thing is, it's such a big deal in the black community is because that's how black women emasculate by thought.
Yeah.
Even though their best friends are gay, but the thing is they'll emasculate you with the word. But
Mhm.
They're low key the most homophobic demographic
not really.
because they want to have the cake and eat it too.
In other words, basically, they will call you the F word, right? Okay,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't say that to their gay best friend, would they?
But they will still entertain all those things and love all those things, but then ridicule you for having any inkling of sensitivity or understanding.
It's called emasculation. Okay,
Yeah,
keep you under
yeah,
control.
yeah.
And know that you're not, but they'll call you that anyway because they know that they can actually emasculate you that way.
Yeah. No, I just always wonder where the aversion like from black men came like homosexuality isn't a reality in the world.
Comes from your mama. Who teaches that it's bad?
Yeah.
It's not your daddy. It's your mama.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
until the DSM-6 or 5, anything that was not considered something that would reproduce human beings was considered a perversion. So like any like homosexuality, transgender, any of those things were just considered a non-normative behavior.
Well, what I'm saying is what I've read in history, nigga, the samurai was gay. Like, they was fucking each other.
But it has to be in control. But okay, even the samurai, even the Greeks,
I don't know about that, but
even the Romans.
No, that's a fact. The samurai used to fuck their squires.
Even if you were gay, you were required to have a wife and children. Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
That's how their culture was. That's how their culture was. They actually were like they did both. Shit, they were technically bisexual cultures. The Persians, the Greeks, the samurai.
You specifically said the samurai.
Most warrior cultures were homoerotic.
Yeah, because you couldn't carry the women with you into battle, and basically you could be gone on a campaign for 3 or 4 years, and ain't no women around. Okay.
And I ain't gonna lie, if a nigga could take an 8-incher, I don't want no smoke with him.
Yeah.
That nigga stronger than me. Somebody got to do it.
All right. Okay, far enough down this rabbit hole. Okay.
Yeah.
This is getting weird. This is getting very
weird. It's getting way too weird.
No, I don't mean it. I'm just saying, like, I've been reading history and I'm finding more about these warrior bands and shit and actual warrior culture. And I'm like, what the fuck?
But a pookie is almost like a homosexual. Basically, a pookie is one that relies on women. Okay. For his lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's the pookie. Okay.
They make the hood go around though.
A thug is a gangster. Okay, that kicks indoors and does other kind of stuff. Right. That's a thug.
And that's why I didn't like offering my managerial services to women, because it's just like when I was on the pookie type of time, if anybody pissed me off, it's like I can take it to another level. But if it's
And
with a chick, I can't really do that.
You wouldn't be a good Pookie because if she pissed you off, you're gonna go upside her head.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why you're not a Pookie.
Basically, you was an enforcer.
Definitely.
And a Pookie has to be able to take a lot of verbal abuse from that chick. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Exactly. That's why I couldn't fuck with that. Because I'm just like, if I have to like be on that type of time, like it's gonna.
And that's why you're not. That's why I know you're not a Pookie, sir. Because G was trying to give you the game. G's been a Pookie, okay? G, if you're gonna be at home and you're gonna be on the Xbox and basically she gonna come in and bitching and moaning because she didn't have a good day at work, you gotta take that shit, okay?
Yeah.
And that's like I'm just trying not to say
let
too
her
much.
download.
Like, the statutes and limitations over here.
You don't have to say anything. If you're not that person, you already know whether you're that person or not. I just describe what you have to be a Pookie, and you're not that guy, okay?
I am that guy.
No, you're not.
Unfortunately.
No, you're not that guy. It's bullshit.
I've been in I've been in shootouts, like kicked in doors.
That's not
a
Pookie.
It's not a Pookie. I'm trying to tell you, it's not a Pookie.
Yeah. You mistaken a man. You were just doing manhood criminal activities.
That's we call that a thug, or if you're making a whole lot of money, a gangster. That's
a gangster or a street nigga. You was just a street nigga, man.
It's street niggas. Street niggas come in all types. It can be Pookies, they can be Ray Rays, they can be thugs, they can be gangsters. They can be what we call blue collar guys. Okay.
Well, Jake says that Pookie and thug are not synonymous.
They're not. They're not. We keep trying to explain it to you. Okay, you're Canadian. Well, I just told you what the difference is, okay?
But think about it like this, Andre. If you look at gangster culture in the mafia, right? Mm-hmm. When they would say they was going to do the hit, they would ask niggas, "Do you paint houses?" That means, do you work with your hands, bro? That was it was blue collar terminology because all the dudes in the mafia had a job. You were either a carpenter, a painter, a brick mason, a truck driver, and you did shit on the side to make extra money for your syndicate. Mm-hmm. That's all. So you don't have to be a Pookie. Is basically an underachieving male, bro. It's not a thug that's actually trying to accumulate wealth.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like that explanation, like it really like cleared it up for me.
Yeah.
You said it was an underachieving male, and I definitely wasn't.
That's why we separate Pookie and Ray Ray. Ray Ray is the boss that manages Pookies. Okay.
Craig, it's Craig versus Smokey.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
One guy wants to launch, the other guy just
one time, y'all. My bad. Hold on, go ahead, finish, Jules.
I said one guy wants to launch and he has to fight Debo. The other guy just doesn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like BGS, when you had your stream earlier this year, maybe it was like 4 or 5 months ago, when you're talking about you redefined like the Pookie and Ray Ray, and like me, I more identify with the Ray Ray than a Pookie, but
the Ray Ray will be on the corner, man, slinging. Okay, that's Ray Ray. Okay.
Yeah.
Pookie ain't gonna take them chances, man.
Yeah, and then like when you thugging come with a sense of honor behind it, bro. Like they're thugging for honor. They're not thugging for the pleasure of women. They're actually thugging for rank amongst the men.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? A Pookie is not in the ranks that's thugging amongst the men.
No.
Yeah,
there's rules to thugging. There's not no rules to Pookieism.
Yeah.
That I completely understand that. That's why like I get along well with like military guys. Not because I've been to war or whatever, but technically I have been, just not in the same context as them.
It ain't the same. Street life ain't the same as war boss.
The military guys,
a lot of street dudes are in that because they don't have no other. Like if you find another way out, you usually stop. You don't continue. That's like a youth thing. You do that shit when you're young. As you get older and acquire skills, you don't have to go in the field no more. You see what I'm saying?
The only reason why I stopped doing it is because like I was having a kid. I'm just like,
you're not a fucking teenager no more. You're not influenced by it's gang culture, bro. We was the kids. We was just kids outside like the Lord of Flies.
Yeah.
We was fighting for ranks. We were fighting for rank amongst
and if you're gonna survive, you gotta outgrow it.
Otherwise,
in my case, it's like I've been around people that are like like I said, I grew up around like older fucking millennials and Gen Xers, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
younger Gen Xers. So like I'm around people that are like buying like houses and shit. They're into
Mm-hmm.
real estate and like high level shit. So
Mm-hmm.
like
See, I think Canada is a little different than America. A lot of people that's not from America think this shit is the land of milk and honey, and everybody's rich, and you just buy houses and shit. Like, really, the masses of Americans is trying to rise up. So inside of this culture that we like, as when we're children, we don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't actually know anything about the world. We just know this nigga on our block is a blood or a crip or a vice lord, and we like the way he dressed, and we start hanging out, and he show you some love. And you know,
hey
as
hey
males, we're
G,
naturally
Hold on.
loyal. As
right.
males, we're naturally loyal to people that show us feel like we tend to show fealty to people that feed us. This is just a natural male trait. This is why the military works so good. Football teams with any hierarchical structure works good amongst males. Especially
Well
when you try to,
sorry.
especially when you're 13 years old and there's no food at home, and you could go over here and he'll give you some food, let you chill, party, hang out. This is the recruitment process. But
Hey G, I was gonna say that like just so you know, I'm actually Jamaican. I'm Jamaican and Chinese and
no,
Canadian.
most definitely,
So,
most definitely. I'm not
and like
doubting your ethnicity. I'm saying the culture, actual gang
well
culture.
well like so
Yeah,
you know a
like
little bit
y'all
better about
gang
me?
culture is not
Like
like ours. Like our
because
gang culture is different than your guys' gang culture.
well our
Inside
gang
of our
culture
like,
is like based on like Jamaican shit. So like
yeah,
for
yeah.
me,
See,
like
this
you're
shit
you
not
talking
based
about
on
being
nothing
hungry at
Jamaican.
13.
We got about
I thought
25 minutes, guys.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. This shit that's going on in our streets is not based off nothing Jamaican. Like it doesn't have the same connotations. You don't do the same things. Is actually a degenerate culture. That's why most people grow out of it as they get older.
it's
As you
all
get older and get
degenerate
away from
anywhere
these
you go.
dudes, you start realizing this nigga's a drug addict. He's not no gangster. Like, this nigga's just a man that can't make it in the real world, and he's taking advantage of little boys to do shit that he don't want to do. And you get away from them dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's why the gang
I
culture
feel
eventually
on that.
always falls down, because you're only going to go to jail because you're following drug addicts and shit. You're not following no real men that's actually building towards a future. You're not following nobody that has a real plan for society or structure or to be honorable. It's just degenerate shit that little boys engage in to survive until adulthood.
I feel what you're saying on that, but like I'm not talking about like low level like dudes like that because the people that I was around like they were like higher level like buying houses and shit. But that's that's from like doing shit for a long time, right?
Most of I understand, bro. Like, I understand, like, that shit just, man, I don't, that shit is just degenerate kids. It's just
It
really
is,
kid
man.
shit, man.
It is, man. Like that's why I'm against like the culture right now that's going on. It's like promoting like bullshit like this, and it's like this is very non-productive and like all these rappers and stuff. A lot of them like they've never like actually seen any real shit, but they're here rapping about shit that's like
Well, think about it.
influencing.
If you was
It's
born in a guy, if you
influencing
was
like the
born in a
younger
gynocracy,
generations.
you gotta remember, if you was born in a gynocracy, bro, like, you're born in a gynocracy, man. You're raised in this shit. You end up on the streets as a teenager with nothing to go, nowhere to survive. This is why the first thing you turn to is the women, because the women are part of the gynocracy too. You know what I'm saying? So the shit is just, the pathology is so fucked up. You know, Gigi helped me get the words for it, and we talked about it a lot. And it's just like, it's the pathology, it's the mental state. You're really an adolescent, and you have to grow out of that childish shit. But all right, Ad, man, I'm about to get up out of here, big brother. Naima is love. Jules is love. Andre, nice meeting you, bro.
Yeah, peace, man. Have a good one.
And by the time he emerged, he was already a man.
Salute,
I'm sorry.
Panthro,
What did you say,
Colonel.
Charles?
So
What did you say? What did you say, Charles?
I said by the time he emerged, he was already a man. A little bit of Bane on there, like he was making a little comment. I was like, dude, a lot of people don't like the reality they're in, and they don't want to take the time it takes to change that idea that they had previously. And we were correct.
Like my whole thing now is like I'm about like positivity and like what's actually going to help the majority of people. Because like I was saying to G is like we got rappers out here like promoting like negative degenerate type of shit, and it's like most of these people have never even lived that type of life, but they're promoting this shit, and it I don't know, it just fucks me up hearing that kind of shit. That's why like I don't even really listen to music anymore, well at least like rap music anymore.
Everybody still there?
Yeah, I was talking to you. I'm not sure if you heard what I said.
What did you say?
I'm sorry.
No, what did you say? Because my phone was going in and out.
Oh, okay. I was just saying that like what I'm on now is like I'm about promoting like positivity, because like we got like rappers, male, female rappers, they're promoting like a negative and degenerate type of shit, right? That's fucking everybody up and continuing to perpetuate the bullshit that's going on, and like nobody seems to care. But it's like most of the people that are doing this stuff, they've never even lived this kind of lifestyle. And that fucks me up because it's just like if you actually live this type of lifestyle, like, you know, you'd be on the type of tip that I'm on now, unless you're fucking like useless and that's all you could do, basically.
Well, the fake ones have taken over the rap game. It is what it is. Uh-oh.
Charles, you in and out or what's going on, bro?
I just started talking.
Somebody was snoring like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was muted up.
I could take it ain't shit.
What he said?
He has a zzz.
Of course.
Oh, man.
Well,
It's kind of funny when you have these red pill conversations. A lot of people are just not ready for them, and it shows. That's the fucked up part.
yeah.
But what you saying doesn't make sense. Okay,
Well,
go look it up. Then they'll go back and they'll look it up. I'll tell them, yeah, you should have been better as a woman. Oh no, you're not supposed to tell people that.
hmm well, looks like everybody's tired. So, I'm gonna shut it down early today.
Oh
Thank
Lord,
y'all
don't you
because
shut it
I'm
down
tired
early?
too.
Don't you shut it down early? I need my Metamucil to keep up.
But thank y'all for coming through. This is AB Media 83, and we out. Y'all get some rest.